our book talk, where we dig deep into the stories, the struggle, and the stunning brilliance of Black indie authors. Today, we're turning up the heat because we're sitting down with the one and only Mo Flames, a literary legend to me, a suspense queen, queen of chaos, and the undeniable force behind some of the most chaotic, deliciously tangled, and emotionally raw books in Black indie romance, especially suspense. Before book talk, before the social media promo tricks, before the explosion of glossy cover culture, Mo Flames was already setting the pen on fire. So let's talk chaos, betrayal, passion, and the Moverse because today we are diving straight into the smoke. Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Dang, I mean, how can I when you did that? You did it. Hey, I'm Mo Flames, like she said. I'm leaving fire between the sheets, literally. Thanks to this girl over here, I had to pin myself as the queen of chaos. I was just thinking, hey, I like the soap opera type stories, which means it's contemporary romance with some. I like happily ever after, but I don't think you can get there without all the drama. So therefore, I like to see things, the dips, the highs, the valleys, the lows, the peak, whatever, the peaks, the valleys, the lows, the Grand Canyons before we get to that's my man. my man, my man, my man. So but yeah, I write chaotic suspense stories. Some might be your grumpy sunshine. Hey, I'm tapping into my dark romance era. Hey, I got a cowboy coming out later this year. So yeah, just a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm here in Atlanta, so hey, I got on my Peak Atlanta Behavior shirt. So listen, yeah, my hair all fixed up, Shelly P. I got this event this weekend, child. I gotta be curt. I mean, curt out here in these streets, okay? Can't be out looking ragged.
She's talking about me with the red hair.
Oh yeah, you too, girl. Yeah. She listen. She can't come on no show half stepping with me. She gotta be curt. She gotta be curt. We gotta be curt.
Okay.
I'm saying, Ed got the lips done up. We got the lips done up too. Wait, Jonathan at? Wait, Jonathan at? Where my boy at?
You right. He in there.
Okay. But yeah, so that's me. I am like she said, the queen of chaos. Live in Atlanta. Most of my stories are based out of Atlanta. You'll find my characters. They know somebody that knows somebody. It's the 6 degrees of separation. They're interconnected. If you met them in my first series, if you met them here, more than likely they know somebody that was in another book, and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm. So let me start these questions. Who is Mo Flames for those new to the world of fire and heartbreak? Who is Mo Flames, the woman behind the pen that spins love, lies, betrayal so effortlessly?
Let's see. Who is Mo Flames? Jeez, that's a good question. Yeah, girl, I don't think anybody ever asked that question. I am probably the epitome of probably pushing the boundaries of suspense. I'm pushing the boundaries. I'm probably one of the ones that don't color within the lines. I don't mind pushing the boundaries. If you think it's going to be one thing, it's going to be something else. That storyline you thought was going to happen is not going to happen. I have a whole other idea for this storyline. You thought it was going to be your typical MMC and FMC. It might be a whole bunch of other characters in it. Mo Flames is unorthodox. I'm not going to be your average author. You're just not going to find those same stories that you find out there. Let's see. Mo Flames is just different. I think if anywhere you're going to say it's different, Mo Flames is just different. You're just not going to find everyone. You can say everyone is their own person, but I feel a lot of people are followers. I'm just going to always be different.
And as you should. And that's why I love you for it. So what lit the match? Like what put the literal flames under your suspense driven chaotic storytelling? Like was it something personal, literary, or purely instinctual?
Both, like purely instinctual and reading Walter Mosley, Elin Harris, Eric Jerome Dickey. I just think they were prolific writers. I enjoyed all of their I think I've been through at least Eric Jerome Dickey's catalog, Elin Harris, rest in peace to those two. Walter Mosley, I still haven't done all his books, but at least half of his books, and I just love mystery. And even though Elin Harris and Eric Jerome Dickey aren't suspenseful and mystery, I just love their writing style. And I just think some of my writing kind of is tailored to theirs, so that's kind of what sparked it. I read all types of books, and when I started out reading, of course, before I became a writer, I was reading. But those were the guys that really, got me started. I feel like I just really felt once I got into Elaine Harris's role, I'm like, I could do that. I can write those types of stories. And of course, MM, that is just, it's there in my heart. So
yeah, we know.
I haven't done it its justice, but it's there. I kind of introduced it in the series, and I'm tapping into it a little bit more as
wait. I can't wait. I mean, I couldn't stand Jamal ass, but the fact that you was rolling that MM in there, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the love is there. I respect the love, and I wanted to make sure I didn't disrespect what it was to be in that, and that was the part that I loved about Elaine Harris, that you saw the struggles that we had back then with MM relationships, down low, and then coming out, people who were in it, and then coming out of it. So yeah, it was fun to have to be able to write that.
You've been in the game for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Long before the internet told authors how to market themselves.
Yeah.
Before the fancy covers and curated aesthetics, how has your growth looked while staying true to who you are as a writer and storyteller in the midst of this internet social marketing scene?
Well, first of all, you have to be able to you have to adapt. I mean, I have to watch what's out there. I mean, you can't just ignore it. You have to be able to move along with what's happening. I'd be sitting here telling you a lie if I didn't watch what was happening. I mean, yes, we were outside of our suitcase, out of our back trunks. We were going into, which we still do. I always got a book in my trunk. You can't ever stop that. Word of mouth. I don't think anyone can forget if you were in the nail salon, hair salon, barbershop, someone coming in selling you something. But those days are kind of gone because everybody's on their phones, right? Everyone has a phone in their hand. So it's kind of understanding, watching what's happening. You have more things. You can't ignore it. So for me, I have to watch what's happening and not ignore the growth and not ignore how time changes and be ready for those changes. So I'm always probably ahead because I'm looking at what's happening, watching the trends. I'm saying, hey, how can I be ahead of it? What can I do to be ahead of it? Learn it, implement it, and, adjust. That's kind of how I've always stayed a part of it. Never ignore it, because if you do, that's how you get left behind. So kind of been there with everybody.
So, Mo, you are unapologetically known for the books that keep readers spinning in circles. Literally. Why do you think your mind leans toward writing this level of suspense, unpredictability, and emotional whiplash? And I emphasize the emotional whiplash.
I don't like anything to be boring. I like movies that are suspenseful. First of all, I like horrors, which I don't write horror, but I like horror movies, and I love suspenseful movies. I like the ones where you're sitting on the edge of your seat, wondering what's going to happen. And sometimes you're thinking that's what's going to happen, and totally plot twist. Coming. And I mean, I love when they get you good. You never, if it's a movie I can predict, I'm sorry, you weren't a good writer. But you are a hell of a good writer. If I'm sitting there watching your movie and I'm like,
yeah,
coming.
But that's you though.
But that's the thing. Like, I sit up night sometimes, and I promise you, I could be in the shower, and y'all don't know what's coming. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot of stuff that happened. Of course, with that, Jamal is done. Jamal has nothing, but because of Jamal, it opens up a whole new, at the hospital. Yeah, girl, bye. It's you know how that work. Everybody be introducing new things. Once you meet a new character, they probably got connections to another group of people. Because once you introduce a new person, who are they connected to? It's all you always have to ask when I introduce a new character, who the fuck are they connected to?
It's
who's
like
their mama? Who's their daddy?
It's 6 degrees of separation.
Always with me, because I've learned that. I don't care. Listen, I'm from the South, but I lived in Jersey for over 20-something years. And no matter what, by the time I would be on one end of Jersey, in South Jersey, somebody know me from North Jersey. How the fuck you know me? Because somebody from South Jersey knew somebody. 6 degrees of separation. And by the time I got here, people didn't know me, but people know me. And I'm like, how the hell you know me? Because somebody knew somebody. It's just, that's the law. That's a law of Earth. That's the universe. You might think just you and I could say, I know Storm. The first person doesn't know you. The second person doesn't know you. More than likely, by that fifth person, they know somebody that know you because they following somebody that know you. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just law. I didn't make that up. The universe already had it. It's a circle. It's just cyclical. It always gonna come back. So that's just how I think about it. I'm gonna find a way to make whoever is in my world connect to somebody. And
Like you did with Troy and Mia in this book, even though it had nothing to do with their ass. Nope. But you was on the timeline of his book in this book.
Because that's her best friend. And if you were reading Love on the Sidelines, Angela was talking to Mia, and there was something that happened that Mia said, "Girl, calm down. I got you. Don't worry. I'm gonna help you. Give me a minute." And who was with Mia?
What you mean? Together?
Who was with Mia and took her to the club?
That was damn.
She was a Lowe. Kiva Lowe.
She was who?
Kiva Lowe. Nigel's daughter.
Oh,
yeah. You got them lows. Every time I stick a low. Look, Crystal died. Yep, Crystal no. Every time I stick a low in the book, you better pay attention. A low.
But Mo. Okay. In my defense.
What's your defense? Tell me, what's your defense?
In my defense, when I'm reading one of your books, I'll be so fixated on certain characters. I know, and I will admit this. Y'all hearing it first.
You be mad.
I miss out on little Easter eggs in the damn book because I'll be so laser focused.
Mad at somebody.
Because let me tell y'all something. Suspense, I'm starting, because of Mo, because of this woman, I am starting to realize the way I read Suspense was wrong. The way I read Suspense was wrong. I keep a swivel on my head when I'm outside. I need to keep a swivel on fucking passages in a book. And with most books, there is always something to something that you automatically be like, I'm gonna bypass that because we talking about this character when she really is incorporating another character, might be in another book that you didn't even know was gonna be in the damn book.
Exactly. There was a couple people that was like, wait a minute. When Joey showed up, they was like, the whole book, they was like, who the fuck is Joey? Who is this Joey? And when we got to the end, we was like, that's Joey? Bitch, what?
You know how I was like, okay, this nigga was undefeated, unalived. And you was like, was he?
Was he? And then wait, when I told you, read that last line.
Had me going to WebMD, y'all.
WebMD, and even the editor, when she was like, Mo, I said, girl, read it. It's there. And she said, I can't stand you. I said, I can't stand me neither. But
that shit had me blown, y'all. I'm sitting here, I'm a biology major. I know about this stuff. I know. And then she blew my fucking mind.
I was like, hey, I was like, well, was he? Like, was he gone? Was he really gone? And look, this is the only person in the Moverse that's really gone is Jamal. Everybody else is subject
rightfully deserved, though. Right.
Everybody is subject to make a new appearance. You might not be in this book. You might be.
Y'all need to read this book because of the way he was gone. It's the way. It's not that he's gone. It's the way. When I say she is the queen of chaos, I mean that shit. I really, utterly, because the way he had this bitch committed to cover his own shit.
What? How on his own supply, gave it to her. Look, gave it to her. Mayhem Mo. That's what they call Mayhem Mo. Got her to the hospital. Wheeled her in like, it might be an OD. It might be an OD. And then went on his merry way to plug a hole that wasn't her.
Said, I'm gonna go give me some dick real quick while I commit your ass to the motherfucking hospital so you don't know what the fuck I did. Girl, when I read that first chapter, I was like, I know he did. If I didn't hate him before.
I built him for y'all to hate him. So when it happened, you would feel like it was vindication what he got. That trip to Curacao.
Oh,
baby.
Yo, Him in the fucking bathroom. Sending pictures to another nigga?
Baby. And go come out to my, I think I got everything out though. I'm good.
Right? And then trying to blame her for why the trip is going bad.
Gaslit her. I said
so bad. But Maya, even with her stinking crusty ass,
don't do her. First of all, you gonna stop. This ain't Micah. You gonna give Mike. Her name is Mia Harris.
I don't give a shit. The bitch of the West.
You better stop disrespecting Mia.
Man, fuck that bitch. Oh my God, no. I do not, but I do give her kudos when she was 10 times sound for her homegirl. I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even
that's
gonna
her
front.
Girl. You not
but
coming
even though she a wicked bitch, she was too. she is okay, Mo.
Maxwell Winter's daughter.
Okay, wait. Because the reason why I said she was wicked was because she knew a lot of shit, and you supposed to be friends with one bitch, and you let her down.
Yeah.
You really let her down.
Yeah.
And then when your family is like, hey, bitch, get it together. We trying to help you. And you like, mind your business. So the washing machine and the dryer is your best friend, right?
Well, because you gotta remember, he got Devil D. Devil D be making you forget about certain
things.
things.
I don't give a damn.
Devil D
ain't no dick possible in this world.
We talk about Troy. Troy got Devil D. And
man, fuck all that noise. And fuck that nigga too. Fuck him too.
This ain't about Troy. We ain't doing Troy. Troy is redeemed. We
fuck him too.
We ain't coming for Troy.
That's why him and Mia deserve each other. Because
we ain't coming for Troy. Leave Troy out of this. Troy.
I told you he is a victim and a villain all at once.
Zero Troy slander will be tolerated.
He is a villain and a victim all at once.
As soon as I said that, here come Rowdy brings her tail up in the damn building. Oh, she need the extra stage left. Nope,
no, because Troy is a joke. I'm sorry.
Let me text Olivia before y'all start y'all jumping down my throat.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Don't come from my boy.
In your face. I don't like Troy.
You do. You said to my even Rowdy, she'll be carrying her no gunshot. They told me to my face, and I understand. Look, yeah, she hate them all. Can't trust. She hate them all. She only like one. She like. Wait a minute. Do you wait? You don't like? No, you like Joey, don't you?
The fuck I do?
No, you don't like. Who do you? Oh, Derek. You like Derek. You like Derek. But wait. Did you like Simeon? Did you at least like Simeon?
Wait. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with Derek. I'm on the fence.
Did you like Mazo? Did you like Mazo? Did you like Simeon?
I love Simeon.
Okay.
I love Simeon.
Look, here come Rowdy. She loves some damn Derek. That child be down. She be down for Derek all day long.
But I like Mia's brother. You know that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot, girl. Don't worry. I got your series for him.
I love the Q in him.
I forgot. We got your
love him
series mapped out, girl. We get your series.
But then you show me the visuals of the Winters. I don't know if I like the sister more, or the brothers, or the pappy. I'm just. I don't know.
Listen. The visuals be given. That's all I'm saying. The visuals be given.
Because I was like,
yeah,
because the sister,
talk about the sister Low, right, with the blue eyes.
She looked like a mafia queen, and she just looked.
Yeah. Her gonna be bad. Her gonna be real bad.
My God.
That's why I said who was Mia with in Vegas when she got the call from
So that was no, Jamie, I'm not gonna make up my mind. I'm never going to make up my mind.
She a thought pocket.
I am. And I admit this.
She got them all. She got several balls from
like motherfucking Pokemon balls.
She collect them all.
The fuck?
You about to be like Jade. Collect them all.
Yes. I'm not ashamed. God damn it.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not.
So let me ask you this. All right. So Vengeful Justice was one of those books that introduced MM. So whether you're writing or heterosexual sex scenes, you always bring that fire without falling into that cliche. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep that heat consistent without becoming repetitive or disrespectful?
I watch a lot of corn.
Of course.
I know, seriously, I have to watch that because you can find very much different things, and I don't just watch anything. You know, Black Touch is one. I
Mm-hmm.
went to that Reclaiming Black Sex event here, and that
Mm-hmm.
is to me, and I'm always going to promote them. Black Touch, BLKTOUCH, because to me they're kind of like your natural. You see them, it feels more natural seeing us because that's all they do. But then I love to watch it because I can see us, and I just can visualize scenes, even when they actually do those corny scenes, and it's like a guy walking in the doo, 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 and they have an actual thing. I'm like, this is so corny, but I listen to what they're saying. Because when y'all see the conversations I have, that don't be something that you can pick up all the time. Like when they said talk her through it or talk him through it. Sometimes that scene where he tell him, shut the fuck up. He tell you talking too loud, doctor, shut the fuck up. I just remember there was a scene where it was in the corn scene, and the guy was like, he asked me, he said, shut the fuck up. And I was like, okay, this is real good. So for me, I have to get my scenes from corn and visualize, and especially if they have chemistry, and you know the Kim be Kimming with Jamal and Christian. That thing was Kimming.
Man, the way he was soullessly sucking the soul out of his ass.
Okay.
I mean, literally sucking the soul out of his ass. I was like, damn.
You are not hetero anymore, Jamal. You identify with me.
He couldn't even like get him out his head. He gave this man the woo wop so good, the slop so good. This man was like, fuck you bitches.
Right. and let me be clear, and that was something I wanted to make sure when we got here to this conversation to Vengeful Justice, that Jamal throughout 3 books was hiding. 3 books was hiding.
That's my next question.
Well, go ahead, ask your question now. I can answer for you. Go ahead.
All right. You often write about betrayal in down low situations. How do you feel these things reflect a lick of realism in the Black communities, especially when it comes to how Black women are affected by down low men?
Okay, so when you first asked how long I've been doing this, so if you don't know, and I'll just pull it up because I always have it with me. This is the very first edition of One Ain't Enough. Okay, very first edition. When I wrote it, that was during the time when down low was huge. Even the guy who wrote the book about being on down low had been on Oprah. Oprah. And then I think Elin Harris was coming out with all of his books. That was during that time. So it was huge to have the conversations. The girl who agreed to let me have like her story, only difference was Jamal wasn't going to be married with kids. But this was somebody's actual story. She found out her husband had a whole nother life with a man while she was married with 3 boys. 3 boys. So as a Black woman, you're thinking, what have I done wrong to make my husband want to be with another man? You have done nothing wrong. He's been hiding because society said he shouldn't be with another man. That was Jamal's plight in Vengeful Justice. Now, when I dropped him in the Enough series, we thought it was all Desi. Yeah, Desi was doing Desi dirt, but Jamal already had done the dirt prior to Desi, and he's been hiding that. He'd been hiding being on the DL. So for most women, if you don't know, what you don't know, somebody you're dating has this tendency. Flags don't go. Jamal was a dude, dark skin, tall, a doctor, didn't give up. Now her mama said she seen it. Her mama saw stuff.
Cause mama be knowing.
Right,
mama be knowing.
She felt like Desi. No, I saw some. Even your aunt saw some stuff. The aunt saw it, but he gave off the vibes. He work out, gym, buff dude, whatever. But he was coming home, sometimes dicking her down good. He knew the anatomy, could eat out good, but it didn't matter. He still was doing this dirt. And for women, for us as women, we're fighting this because now we live in a society that's acceptable, kind of, sort of. I'm saying kind of, sort of, because we still have people frowning. There's still men that are afraid to come out. They're still afraid to come out because, hey, I have a family. We have values. This is frowned upon. This religious beliefs. You never know. There's so many things that keep men from coming out of the closet.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not of any other race than black. For us, no. How many guys don't you can't come out as a black man being this way? My brothers, we grew up saying, beat your tail. Beat your tail. They find out you are
I
this way.
mean, I get it. I truly get it because I have a nephew who I wound up getting a call, and he had gotten into this fight, and he got really hurt. And when I came, my brother didn't come. This is his child.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why he didn't come because he got into it with his significant other that was a man. He was scared to tell his dad that he was gay. Actually, he's bisexual. He was scared to tell him. And his father chose to ignore him because he said, I don't have no gay sons.
Wow.
So me and Jonathan had to come handle the situation because his daddy refused. His mother was fine, but his dad refused to get involved because he said, I don't have a gay son. And if he is gay, he's not mine. He disowned.
Yeah. I mean, you'll
That's
be
so sad
it's
that
sad.
black men
You have a
cannot
current rapper
come
who
out.
doesn't recognize his own daughter. I mean, you just find so many people who are still bothered by this. I mean,
Yeah.
I told you, I write these unorthodox I'm not afraid to push the taboo topics because they're considered taboo. You know, you just have people who are uncomfortable. This is not considered this is not considered normal. This is not considered what you're supposed to be in. I mean, as I said, I am not going to ever be afraid. I have cousins who live a gay lifestyle. I have a family who are lesbians. I have friends. I am never not going to talk about this. This is real life. I give you escapism. I'm giving you realism. I'm going to give you relatable topics. I'm going to give you things that are gonna freak you out. This man did not want to come out of the closet. He did the unthinkable, trying to hide his truth.
Yes.
And in the end, still had to come to his truth. And here we get full circle. Somebody made him pay for his lies and his deception because in the midst of his lies and deception, he did something that took something from somebody close to him.
Exactly.
He messed up a whole life. And you know when she told him, you don't realize what you did. You took not just one, you took a whole life and that messed up a whole
whole lot of stuff.
Whole lot of stuff. So you can imagine what we've seen over when someone gets angry enough. I'm not trying to minimize anything or say that this is right, but do you see when people harm someone because of their sexuality? When you find out someone's life is taken, unalive because they have a belief and because they love what they love, this really happens. This really goes down, and that is a cautionary tale. It ended up being a cautionary tale for Jamal.
But that's the reason why a lot of times I say realism is real in fiction, regardless of how the fuck you put it. It really is. Because there are cautionary tales. There are life lessons. And that we all can fall into, even if we've never been in a situation like that. But we know someone who knows someone who knows someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I truly get it. And that's why I say I don't understand why you don't have a movie yet.
Well,
I do not understand.
All, you know why
how Beyond the Gates got a show.
I'll be fighting them people for my rights. We're gonna have to fight who gonna be the EP because can't give up my rights, girl. You gotta give my rights to everybody. We can write together. I gotta be in the writer's room. I be done kick somebody's ass.
But I'm saying, you literally wrote a Moverse. You literally wrote One Ain't Enough, like a fucking black soap opera.
And let me tell you something. And Rowdy in here, Rowdy is knows more than I do. I got into it, right? Authors that are in this chat, understand something. Your whole book cannot be a movie. Let me give you the realism there. Your whole book cannot be a movie. People will be pissed at you because you can't get your whole book in a movie. Now, there's an adaptation of your book. Yeah. Most books, you take a scene from your book. That becomes the whole thing typically. Literally what I tell people, I don't want a movie because my series is so fucking good. It's gonna become a mini series. It's a series.
It has to be.
It has to be. I cannot put the enough series into a movie. I would do myself an injustice. This is a whole fucking world down here, y'all. I've built a whole world. We got 3 more cities down in Atlanta y'all hadn't even heard of yet that we will introduce soon. So I mean, it can't. It just would not be a movie. It could not. I would never.
It has to be a series. Honestly. Honestly, a series couldn't even do it justice. It needs to be a fucking ongoing show.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it'll be, a series to continue where you literally binge. Because I told you,
it can't
I
be
grew
a
up
mini
on the
series. It got to be a whole fucking series.
And I grew up on soaps. And if you, again, I tell people, it gives the vibe of soap operatic. And you meet a family, that family's intertwined with another big family. That family intertwined with another big family. You know what I'm saying? You end up, hey there, Tales Between the Sheets. Thank you so much. Like, oh, y'all, when I tell you my tribe is in the damn comments, y'all get yourself a tribe. Get y'all people who read your shit and tell you your shit need to be fixed. Tell you your shit need to be done. Get you people who are willing to tell you, yo, fix your stuff. If you don't have a team that's your betas, your arcs, get somebody. Get somebody before you put your stuff out. Because I will reach out to my people, be like, yo, Shannon, Tales Between the Sheets, Crystal, J-Nell, this one right here. Y'all read my stuff first.
I definitely be cussing her ass out. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, I definitely be cussing her ass out. And J-Nell. Anytime, because let me tell you something. They be playing on me. They know they be fucking up when they send it to me. They don't care. They don't care about my mental. They don't give a shit about how I be feeling on the inside. They be sitting there kiki ha ha ha. The fuck? So let me ask you, the Moverse. Let's talk about the Moverse. What exactly is it? How did you build it? And why do you think readers are so addicted to that twisted character or tangled storyline within it?
I feel, well, the Moverse is technically this. Okay. It's, and even if you heard that song, Not From Atlanta, so I will give you a little snippet here, because we got like 12 people, maybe like 13, and people who got bubblegum. People who are probably scrolling. Hey, y'all, that's scrolling, trying to look in. People in, hey, y'all, hey. So Atlanta is not just Atlanta, because, you know, when you hear, you're like, I live in Atlanta. No, you don't. You probably live in a different city, because everybody calls, you know, Atlanta. So Moverse is technically the other side. It's another world of Atlanta, because I live here, and so I created this other world of Atlanta. And places that you think are here, not here. Don't be looking for the places I put in my book. They don't really use it.
Except for the coffee cafe. Except for the cafe.
Except for black coffee. So black coffee is for real. That's a real place. Go to Black Coffee. Always support Black Coffee. We love Black Coffee up in here. But most of the other places don't. I make those up as I go. I literally think of stuff like, oh, that would be good. I take names and switch them up. But Moverse is in my head that I'm creating a small town. So I can just give you more and more stories, these families that started with the Carters. We had the Winters. We had the Morettis. We have the Valentinos. We have the Valentinos. We have a lot of people. And we had three cities that will be introduced soon. When you ask me the question, I'll keep going. But the Moverse is Atlanta, my style, Mo Flame style. The people that are addicted to it now is because they're seeing what you said earlier, the nest eggs. You get one book. Now, I tell people, start at the beginning. Meet my characters. Meet Desi and friends. You don't have to. You never have to.
You need to.
You don't have to. It's a suggestion. It's highly suggested, because then that way you know how the BS started. You know how the chaos, where it started. Because more than likely, they either know Desi, know Derek, know Troy, know Mia, they know somebody that's in that first series.
Ciao.
Even Tales Between the Sheets, Lisa said, yes, Storm, you need to. It's the basis of the Moverse. It literally is the basis. Now, hey, TK. But if you jump in, and I can say even other Sarasa, I say you. I just tell people who don't.
Your friend. Hold on.
Jonathan. Say hey to my friend, Jonathan. We say to my friend. Hey, friend. What up, my friend?
You good?
I'm good.
You gonna be in Virginia?
No, she's not gonna be in Virginia.
Nah, I ain't gonna be in Virginia.
Okay.
She's gonna be in Vegas.
Definitely in Vegas.
I'll see you in Vegas.
Cause what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Lord Jesus, let's stay on task.
Hangover. We're gonna have a lion in our damn room. Fucking, we're gonna have a lion, tigers and bears.
We are not doing the hangover shit.
Why not?
Girl, okay, next question.
Oh, but wait, but that's why people get hooked in it too, because them nest eggs, them little nest eggs where we find, they find things in there. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get hooked into it because you thinking you're in one book. You're like, wait a minute, I saw that character in this book.
But you know you are really good at building those lines where you look over because you're so busy wrapped into the main topic. You have those lines in there where it literally says it.
Yeah.
And it's just, you will miss it. Look, every time I read my book, I miss it. Because your writing is so good that I'm so wrapped up in the main story, I miss the Easter eggs in between the lines.
Oh yeah, they be all in between too. I mean, sometimes they be.
Somebody said, may I ask what is the name of the first book?
One ain't enough.
That's how she said it, ain't enough.
One ain't enough.
Do I have it over here?
If you don't, I got it right here.
It is.
I got it up, babe.
Okay.
This is it right here. That's the first one. You start here. That's where you start. Start with her. And it's a ride. I'm gonna tell you, listen,
it's a ride.
It's a ride. It's a ride. So listen, my hairstylist, her sister grabbed the book, and her sister I tagged on my page today, and she texted me. She said, "My sister in the second book pissed off at you already." I was like, "Look, I told you it's gonna be like that. Be mad as hell at everybody."
Oh my God, it's Storm Live. Hi.
She said, "Oh my God, it's Storm Live."
Hi.
It's so cute. It's Storm Live. I like that.
So let's talk about Jamal. This no good trifling ass nigga. Thank you for everything you put him through. And I mean every motherfucking thing. Seriously. What did he represent to you as a character? And what did you want readers to take away from his evolution and demise?
He represented everything diabolical. If anything, for everything that a character could be, think about it. He knew what he did, looked in the faces of the people he knew he did dirt to. What he did, like it was never, and he was going to get away with it. Like he was going to get away with and continue with the lie and do it in such a way. The audacity said, "I'm gonna make it where she leaves me." Like I want to make it where she makes a decision. I'm not gonna do it myself. She has to do it. So I feel he represented everything that was diabolical in the world and how I wanted it to end for him. It had to be sweet justice for him. Like it needed to be the way that you would never see it coming. Like, and the fact and just that in and of itself, like, dude, you do realize karma is coming for you. Like you really thought you were going to get
JD, leave me alone. Yes, I do stay triggered because y'all be triggering the fuck out of me. Like, okay, Jamal from day one, from the motherfucking first book, I have been triggered by this man since the first book. You know what I'm saying? And I want to preference this for anybody who has not read this book. That shows you how good of a story it is. When I am so triggered by certain characters that I just can't. I'm in her fucking messages like, when are you?
We 4 books past him. We're in a new book, standalone, and she's doing a review for Love on the Sidelines for Troy. And she said, "Why is Jamal still alive, Mo?" Wait, Jamal not even in this book.
But it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Hey, Terry. It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. We talk about about Troy, and you was talking about why Jamal was still alive. That's funny. Jamal wasn't even in the book, y'all.
He was not in the book, but he was on my mind. He was on my mind because when you were talking about certain situations with Desi and them, when Troy was doing this whole I'm trying to redeem myself shit, you know, all I could think about is, yeah, he getting redeemed and all, but why is this nigga still alive?
Exactly, but see, that goes to show you guys how both stories were going on at the same time. Yet she didn't even know that story was happening. Like, she knew because the girl that he was talking to the main character in this book, and she could see the conversations happening because I was saying Jamal is cheating on me. Jamal is doing something to me. So she knew Jamal was still over here in the Moverse having his. Well,
exactly.
Take and enjoy it. Yeah, so I was queuing up. Cue the trigger. That's what I was queuing up every time she would get on
every time.
Oh my God! You probably was like, bitch.
Let me tell you something. I swear for Lord, whole time I saw that shit and I was like, if Mo don't make a book and knock this nigga off, I am about to turn all this shit over. Because I was like, he done did so much dirt to so many people.
Yeah.
And it was like a fucking complete 360 circle of how many people he fucked over.
Right.
And I was like, he gotta go.
He was coming. So when going back to your question, the evolution of Jamal, Jamal was coming out of the closet. Jamal was coming into his own, saying, "Hey, because of Christian, not Rico, because Rico was doing it in the most flamboyant way, right?
He was doing too much for him.
He was like, hold up, I can't do this, homeboy. You doing too much." But Christian coming in looking the way he was looking, his pretty brown, that skin. I was
like, damn.
I mean, I'm just saying, and your boy, he dressing for Gucci, and the buyer for Gucci, and well traveled, well spoken, all the things that Rico unpolished ass
and was not needy,
and was not needy. You picked that up, right? So he was really vibing on something, and then he could be himself with Christian. And Christian was calling him out, like, you gay, stop playing with me, you gay. And I'm not gonna be somebody putting up with somebody that's gonna sit up here and play in my face and play on my top. And when he called Jamal out, that's when Jamal had to step up twice. He did it in Once Delay Enough, he did it in One Is Enough, and shit, in Vengeful Justice, he was all in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
so he was skating around, living. But after One Is Enough, he felt he was good because Angela was in the rehab. Angela had done been in the
But Mo, he still was playing it because even when they went on a trip.
Oh yeah, because he
was only playing it to her though.
But he was like. But think about it. I'm not trying. I'm gonna be honest. And people have asked me this. I ask my husband all the time. My husband's usually my go-to when it comes to male behaviors. Okay, I will ask him, "What you Negroes be doing? What you niggas be doing when y'all do this, right?" I said, "Tell me, be honest." He said, "Yeah, we'll let y'all break up with us sometimes first. We'll do fuck shit so you could be the one, so we don't have to do it. Sometimes we'll just go. It's that same thing. You in a whole relationship by your whole fucking self. You think you got a man." You think that's your man, but he got a whole other girlfriend.
But Jamal was not like that though. Jamal wanted to break up with her, but he also wanted her not to be with anyone else.
No, well, not in Vengeful Justice. In the other ones he did, but in Vengeful Justice,
that's what I'm talking about. In the other ones,
he wanted her to break it up with him. He was making it easy for her to say, you know what? I don't want to be with you. But Angela was so into him because he was there for her when she was going through that situation in One Is Enough.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm taking it back from where it first started. Because when he was cheating with Angela on Desi, right?
Right.
He didn't want her to have the company of anyone. Hell, not even her own friends.
No.
So, but when it came down to Vengeful Justice, he started to fall into who he really was.
Exactly. That's
why
I
he started to treat her like shit.
Exactly.
But that secret, and I think that secret was what made him act the way he acted.
Exactly.
Because he didn't want to be with her. He wanted to be his authentic self.
Yeah. You even saw that with Desi, that he a little bit of a snob and Mr.
Yeah. Oh,
heard his mother?
when he told Angela, like, why you bring no Alabama bunking ass motherfucking niggas? I was like,
I'm telling you, dude. Look, yo, he wanted to leave so he could be guilt free. He played. That's what I'm saying. Like he wanted by that when you said the evolution of Jamal. From book one, Jamal wanted Angela, right? He wanted her because he was cheating on Desi. Now, fast forward to book two. He's in between the two of them, but you gotta remember he couldn't even be with Angela because Angela was in grief. Your boy's out here by himself, like, yo, nobody fixing me. I need this. I need to fuck on something. I don't got Rico no more. Definitely ain't got Desi no more. Right. I don't have Angie no more. I need something. So your boy was online looking for something. And then when he got something, it was like, oh shit, it's the something I really want. It's the something I really need. And the something he really need was Christian. And Christian was like, hold up, but what you're not going to do is play on my top. Because I'm going to need you to come all the way out the closet, bro.
But then it was my ex-wife never acted like this. My ex-wife never raised her voice. My ex-wife, the way I was like,
I'm telling you. I showed you that in book one when he slammed his hand on the table and told Desi. He was like slamming. Desi jumped for a hot second. Your girl had a flashback like, well, you don't have to yell at me, Jamal. Jamal had them same tendencies in there. Like I said, I dropped y'all in a little bit, but y'all was gonna see Jamal and his whole who he was in Vengeful
Justice. Because he kept telling her, you do not yell at me. We have adult conversations, but you yelling, nigga.
I'm telling you, Jamal was an a-hole. If anything would tell you, that dude was a doctor. He had an A personality.
That shit was. Now let's get on. How you pronounce the name? Simon or Simone? Simi. Okay.
Girl, just call him his other name. Za. Call him Zaire. You struggling with Simeon, goddamn. My Zoe.
But Simi's impact and Angela's hope matched up together. It matched even when she didn't think it matched up together because her mama was like, listen here, Mija.
She was like, look here, that's a big boy. You need a big boy.
Like what she said, Mija. This is the big boy. What you people say on TikTok? Big dog.
Big dog. You need a big dog.
And she was like, Jamal's a big. She said, no, Mija. No.
Not that big dog. No. Not that big dog. Mom was like, not that type of big dog. We talking about a different. We talking different.
She was like, Mija, no, Mija. I was like, damn.
No, Mija, not that dog. This the big dog.
I was cracking the fuck up. So, Simi plays a huge role.
Yeah.
A huge role.
Yeah.
And you left many of us hoping Angela find the peace that she deserved. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Did you want her to finally find happiness despite the chaos?
Okay. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. If Crystal not in here no more. No, I'm saying if Crystal not in the comments no more, because I don't know if anybody read the beginning and read the end. I was gonna have Angela in the I was gonna pull one of them stunts the whole book. Y'all were gonna think Rico was still alive because Angela was gonna be talking to him because you remember she was hallucinating, right?
Yes.
And because people was like, Mo, is Rico really gone? Is he really gone? I was gonna pull the soap opera stuff. Rico was gonna be like, surprise, surprise, bitches, I'll bet. But I was gonna have to figure out how he pulled his own death, right? And I was like, that's too much. We could do it in the soap operas.
Right, because girl, I would have called you so
I was gonna pull a Sheila Carter on y'all, like, yo, what up? I'm back, bitches. But I was like, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work on this one. I can't figure it out. So I figured, no, I was gonna put her at the end talking to him, and in a psych ward. Chris was like, no, the fuck you not, Mo. No, you get that girl.
He already went through so much.
Exactly. She said, we all gonna be pissed at you. You can't do that to her. So, it's so great. I love that for you. Your fan club. Yeah, I was gonna do Sheila Carter, but. Yeah, I could not do that after I got yelled at by Crystal. And she was like, you can't do that, Mo. You got to give that girl a happily ever after everything she been through. And I went to my group. I always go to my group. If you in Mo's Corner, you in my Patreon, I'm trying to ask behind the firewall, what can we do? So I said, well, Angela need a man. But I don't know what he looked like. And y'all know I'm either I'm going to see you in person and you become my muse, or I'm gonna go through Pinterest and try to find a muse. And I actually went on Midjourney and started putting in, because I knew he had to be different. Like, all my men are different. So I'm like, what does guy look like? What he look like? And I threw out all this stuff in my group, and they named him. 3 people named him, and they all picked him. So Simeon Ingram came to be because of my group. So that's now that Shannon named him. Shannon named him Simeon. Shannon gave him the first name, and 2 other people gave him the last name, and that was it.
He's so fine.
Oh, girl, he's so fine. Oh my God.
So
and he a Haitian girl. He is so
and like I was like, ooh. Mo outdid herself with that one.
When he dicked her down, though, when he finally when he stood up in her, woo!
Jesus.
And the affirmations. Did you peep them affirmations he was giving that girl?
And she needed it.
And she needed
let me tell y'all something. Mo has this tendency. When a man in her book knows that the woman needs to be uplifted, whether he fucking her or whether he talking to her, they will go out. Look here. Look here. Oh, God. Damn.
Be descriptive. Be very descriptive.
Man.
Very descriptive.
What are they telling her? The meow meow is me meow meowing?
Meow meowing. Oh,
or they telling her,
meowing.
Fuck that nigga because you got a real one by your side? Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
Simeon.
Let me ask you, the message in that madness that you have, at the heart of all the suspense and tension, what is the bigger takeaway or message you hope readers walk away from, especially after reading Vengeful Justice?
Well, for that one is, hey, you don't want to be with somebody, leave him. Because that right there for him, he really was playing with fire. Like, he really, that I don't know what other end result could have been for Jamal. I mean, he was going to get away with unaliving someone. That was, if we didn't get what we got at the end, we would have never known. You understand? We would have never, if Mama did not push the way Mama pushed and Simeon did what he did, and Mia came through in the clutch, we would have never known. Okay? We would have never known. That's all I'm saying. So, because if you don't know what we're talking about, there's a part in the book. People, right now, I watch a lot of crime shows, y'all. That's one thing about me. The reason why, when I unalive folks in my book, and more will come, and how I get away with it, these folks on television sometimes do for a while, till they slip up and tell folks, or they slip up. Yeah, that's usually how people who unalive other people end up getting caught. They start talking.
They get real comfortable.
But when they start telling how they had gotten away with it for so long, it blows your mind, because you're like, holy hell, they went through this. They worked with this person. They have, the stuff is here to find out. There's some the stuff I've researched. I was
but you did it so well. You did it. But I just want to preface this. A lot of times with characters, we know what is going to happen before it happened. But with you always have a second guessing what's going to happen before it happened. And then the person that make it happen, you be like, I didn't see that shit coming. And I like that.
All I know is, I know y'all ain't no, you needed that trigger warning before that happened. Now, so
girl. Girl, wait, let me open the book. So I can read them trigger warning. Let me open the book.
I asked the babe, I said, she said, girl, leave that trigger warning where you got it. They can be pissed off.
Hold on, let me go to it. Wait a minute.
That trick, I don't care. Y'all, if y'all didn't read this, where's my husband? He was bring my book.
All right, here's the trigger warning, y'all. This novel contains strong language, detailed sexual explicit scenes, physical and emotional abuse, drugging, poison, raping, sexual assault, torture, and certain topics that might be sensitive to some readers. Please be mindful of these and other possible triggers. This novel is for mature audiences only. So I'm just telling you now, don't come in here and tell my motive. I told you what you get. Look at Dark. Right, because look, I'm telling you.
I'm. That's wait. Was that at the beginning? Was that the
That
first?
was in the beginning.
There's
that was
another one.
Wait, hold on.
Listen, I don't know nobody with this. I put a trigger warning right at that beginning of that.
Okay,
scene.
here's the dedication. You talking about the author note? Okay.
No, ma'am. It's right before.
Wait. It says dedication.
It's right before that scene. Right before that scene, my friend.
Okay, hold on.
The day of reckoning. Actually, it's right before the day of reckoning. It's before. It's
There's no turn back now.
Hey boo, yeah boo, it's me.
Wait a minute.
It's right. It's the page right before yeah boo, it's me. All right. Good night, Lisa.
I don't see it.
Girl, it's there. Scroll up one.
Okay, I'm at the title page.
Oh, you at the title. It's not a page by itself. It's not a page by itself.
Author note. Trigger warnings. Table of contents. Playlists. And then it goes into chapter 1.
I'm gonna get it for you. Hold on. It's so funny. Cause that's at the beginning. Hold on. That's at the beginning. Look, it's really me, boo. Chapter 17.
Okay.
And the page right before that. Before that.
Hold on. Let me go to it. I think this is the one I had highlighted.
It's the page right before. Hey, it's me, boo. It's really me, boo.
It is the one I had highlighted. Okay. It says, for the next few chapters, this story describes violence against medical patients, references of assault, the DV, drugging, physical, emotional abuse, unaliving, needles, poisoning, SA, torture, and other topics that might be disturbing to some readers. Please be mindful of these triggers. In my notes, it says, oh, this bitch went crazy.
But I'm saying I have never seen an author put more trigger warnings right in the middle of a book after while you read, because it's like, hey, reminder, don't forget I told y'all that at the beginning, just in case, because some books don't open at the trigger warning and people don't read them. So before y'all
need all her trigger warnings.
Read them all, because
y'all need all her trigger warnings. So if I look on her Goodreads or Amazon and somebody say I didn't read it because of XYZ, I'm going to reply to that review and say you was a goddamn lie and you didn't read the book.
I told you right before it's really me, boo. I gave you fair fucking warning. Fair fucking warning.
Yo.
Exactly.
So, you know what?
Right, so walk away. And I mean walk away now.
I think this book, compared to One Ain't Enough, all 3 books, is your hardest one. And when I say your hardest one, I mean hardest as in you went hard on it.
Oh, girl, that's why I said she left the chat a minute ago. But when I say I tapped into Lisa for Love on the Sidelines and this, because this was dealing with very heavy topics. They were both Troy and Angela were at therapists, and she's a licensed therapist. That's why I said I will tap into my friends I know that are in it, and I will ask them, hey, read this part, because I can go online and do certain things. I can ask certain people, but I don't know certain people, but I know who I can ask. Read this. Does this? Is this relatable? First and foremost, you never know who's going to pick up your book. I don't know if a licensed clinician is going to pick up my book and they read one word and say, Mo, I loved your book and I was very, very, very much immersed into your storyline. However, there was something in your book that you wrote as a therapist and we would never say this. And when Lisa told me that, I said, thank you, girl. Went back in, changed it. So guess what? Everything you read, it sounds like a therapist, because a therapist would say it. Because the therapist told me that's what they would say. And that's how a therapist functions. And that's why Troy had a real therapist in the book. And that's why Angela had a real therapist in the book.
But that's what I'm saying. Research is really key. I know a lot of people will say, oh, y'all doing too much talking about it ain't real and blah, blah. This is fiction. I just want to say this. Please, y'all, don't take it no type of way, authors or readers. But I'm Storm, remember? I'm Storm. Remember that part. Research is needed for certain topics.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not talking, because anybody can write about a hood nigga and use their imagination about it. For those of us in the hood, we know what's what. But we don't think nothing of it because this is fiction.
Right.
But for certain topics, BDSM, male on male, abuse, therapy, there should be a level of research that happens. And there should not be the pushback of it's just fiction. Because even with your trigger warnings, you could still trigger somebody.
Yes. 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 And I mean, and that's why I said take care of this. And and even the last panel I was on, they asked that question. How do we take care of our readers? Twice they asked this. And I'm going to tell you guys, take care of yourselves. Because what you're not going to do is come for me. This is my release. I deal with a lot throughout the day. I deal with a lot in my personal life. Me in my Moverse, I thank my husband just yesterday saying, thank you for letting me have this space. Thank you for letting me have my space in my head. This is a real world for me to go away and make up another world for other people to get lost in. But if my world is too chaotic for you, stay the fuck out of it. Because what you're not going to do is come for me because I made it up. Because it's here. It's in my head. I can't control how these people are doing. So when Joey decides to take that axe and do the shit he does, don't come for me. Because that's what Joey do. That's just Joey Moretti.
I'm going to come for her. I just don't like the
Kingnificent.
I just don't like the nigga. But no.
You ain't gotta like him. And when he in your dreams at night, don't be calling for Jonathan to save you. I'm gonna text like, Jonathan, don't save her. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
And that's why he a quiet crash out nigga. That's why I think Mo and my husband get along, because he's a quiet crash out. She a loud crash out. And that right there is a bad combination of friendship. You know what I'm saying? And I'm caught in the middle of this chaoticness. I don't like that. I don't like that craziness.
You love us.
Our
get together, girl.
When my husband and Mo are together, that is a fucking comedy show.
It's a blast. You love us.
Wow.
I'm counting down to Vegas.
I will never forget Tulsa for the rest of my fucking life. Never. When I say Boozy Book Tour be doing some crazy, never mind. We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. Yep. Oh, Michael Rain joined us. Michael, boy, I didn't be in your inbox. I heard
this
something.
Messy ass.
I heard something, Michael. I gotta be in your inbox. I heard something.
Okay. My sis just said, where is the name of the books so I can get them?
You can start with this one. It's the Enough series. This is the one we started. One ain't enough. But it's the Enough series. Once you go here, you'll see them all, baby. Start with her. Her right there. And don't listen to her over there. Desi is not the reason.
You know what, sis? Call me.
Desi is the season. She's not the reason.
Text me. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Inbox me. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to nobody on this live that tell you anything different.
Got my damn sisters over here believing your ass.
Desi's a season, not a reason.
Desi is a problem. I do not like that. Look, I was team.
You don't like her.
Remember, I was team Desi.
You were
for a long time until as you start putting out books, the problem came out, and I was like, oh, this bitch is the drama. You did that. Yes, you did. The Christmas book.
That's actually Derek. Derek.
No.
Christmas with the Carters.
No.
Christmas with the Carters and Falling for Jordan. Falling for Jordan.
The Christmas books really showcase how Desi was the problem, and then Troy's book really showcased how Derek was the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Derek and his sister Jordan was the problem in Falling for Jordan.
But that's why I'm on the fence with Derek right now. But you know, Maya's brother can never do wrong for me. I don't know.
MJ's the shit, girl. MJ is the shit.
I don't give a fuck what anybody say.
MJ's the shit all day long.
MJ can never do wrong.
I won't make him do wrong. He's the shit. Look at this troublesome pair.
MJ is that guy.
He is. I'm not.
He is that guy. I'm not. But I started to see the flaws. But see, this is what I mean when I say you're such a good writer. you gradually took us into loving one or two characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you gave us flaws about a lot of characters.
Oh yeah.
But then as it went on, we started to see the flaws in our favorite characters.
Oh yeah, because
And
they
then we
weren't
started
perfect.
to forgive some. I'm not forgiving Joey, but we started to forgive some
Wait, I
characters.
give you Joy backstory, but you gonna be in love. You ain't. I
Don't
go to
get.
that thing,
You
girl.
said the
To
same
that
thing about
thing.
Troy.
Wait
You
till
said the
get
same thing
Joey's
about Troy.
story, baby.
You said the same thing about Troy.
I did not. I just
You
said you.
did.
I said redeeming him.
Rowdy.
I said he has
Anybody,
redeeming
Rowdy
qualities.
and motherfucking Shannon are my fucking witnesses. You said when you read Troy's story, you gonna change your tune and that you gonna fall in love with him, and I did not.
I said redeeming, girl. I ain't say fall in love with that man. I know Joey, you will though.
I will not.
You will.
I will not. He can't even die right. What the fuck? Like, no.
You say he can't even die right, damn. That mean what?
Like, bruh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, thank you, Cereza. Oh my God, you understand? You know how you fangirl over another author? I couldn't believe I met her. Like, I was
Look at her. She just blushing. This
oh my God, I met Cereza. Like, you know, you get to meet. I'm like, okay. So it's just like
so silly. So let's talk about the publishing industry.
Yes.
Let's talk about the bullshit. I don't know if you saw Sharena Williams post. Sharena Williams was talking about how she's a traditionally published author.
Okay.
And she said she wished she would have stayed indie. Because the people that are supposed to support and push and do the PR for her books, Shanora, I mentioned
Shanora. I'm about to say me, Shanora Williams. Okay.
Yeah, they were supposed to push her books. That's the whole point of the contract. Plus, the bonus she got was not the bonus that the other white peers get. So there is this inherent white supremacy within. We already knew that. But within the indie literary world, when it comes to that, so with the publishing industry showing its whole ass lately, when it comes to Black authors, how has being an indie been both a blessing and a struggle for you?
Well, you know, I have to give that little story if I'm sorry. Okay, so and take this. Please take this, everyone. If I do this, check on me and make sure I'm not a clone. Number one. For real. I feel you have to be conscientious about this. You have to be very smart about this business. You have to do your homework about this business, any business for that matter. And as I said, if you're just joining, I've been in the industry for a very long time. On the outside, I came in under a small press, which was not a very good decision. It was a very unsavory experience for me. So I will never be open to anyone offering a contract to me, ever. You could be big trad, you could be small trad, you could be any trad. I'm not interested, because that bitter taste in my mouth for someone to tell me I can't do, oh no, I'm gonna do the ceiling. There is no ceiling. You understand? I don't see a ceiling, because the sky is the limit, right?
Right.
And I actually jumped out of a plane. Now we got up that high, he could have kept going. So
right.
I'm just saying, you really can't. You're just not gonna box me in. And my girl Roddy was like, I'm gonna write what the fuck I want to write. So tonight, if I decide to write a story, and I want that story out tonight, you and your guidelines telling me that I'm not on the docket for another year, not gonna hold Mo Flames back. Now, there's a caveat to that. If I need to get out into a bigger audience, and money don't run Mo either, because Mo been sitting in a certain bracket for a very long time, so you can't get me there either. So that's another thing. But
in other words, she said she a paid bitch
all the time. Been like that.
Mind your business, bitch.
Just understand something. I don't need. I would love for her to do this, because I love this. This is my passion. So when I can replace what I don't like doing all day with this, we'll go there, right? That's the struggle. Learning the business, learning how you can make this full time. As an independent author, you have got to know the business. That's with anything. Whether you want to be a painter, Whether you want to be a mechanic, whether you want to be anything in this world and you want to run it by yourself, it's a business. You got to have a business acumen. You got a business mindset for everything. Learn it in and out. You can't fault them for giving you the contract. You know what my fault was? I didn't have a lawyer look at my contract. Had a lawyer looked at my contract, he'd be like, Mo, run for the hills, because this does not serve you. It serves him, them. You will get this. You get nothing. You will never get anything. You will keep working for them, and by the time you get something, it's still going to be nothing. And that is the problem. A lot of us, when we really want this, we're so gung-ho for this. We want it so bad. And it's not to knock anybody that wants this. Go where you can go, because some people don't want to do this grunt work. But I'm here to tell you, for everything that they're doing for you, you can do it for yourself. They just have a bigger engine. And to see in the comments that her books wasn't even in the store,
that part.
She could have, it's not up to her to do it, it's up to them, because that was supposed to be part of the contract. I don't know what happened there, but I do know for me as an independent author, I would have to push more. I have to go and sit in front of people, find out who I could talk to, find out. It's usually just having a conversation. Barnes Noble, by all means, when I was, my cousin called me, Mo, One and Enough is sitting in Ohio. Mo, One and Enough is Oklahoma. Mo, my books were already sitting in the fucking front shelf, because at the time that small press was doing what he needed to do, my book was out. It was in the front. You just need to know what you got to do to be seen. You have to do the steps. You really don't need anyone. You do, but not in that way. Again, not knocking anybody, because guess what? Dreams are dreams. People want to have contracts. People want to have that bonus. People want to have that advance. Go for it, but make sure you have the people that are helping you understand what you're getting yourself into. That's all. For me, I'm good. I just don't want it. I've seen it. I don't want to be boxed in. I don't want to be boxed into no timelines to say, hey, I'm not publishing you for this long. The number of books, when the books come out, first of all, a whole team of editors that don't even know my vision, and then change what I wrote. I don't want that. So it's so much for me to have to do, but if it's going to be this way, you really have to do your homework. And that goes for all of us that are here in this chat that are authors, aspiring writers, anything, creatives, and you're running a business. Learn about how business works, because it is your business. It is your business. Thank you, Dari. I have trust issues. My money is my money. When I log on, motherfucking Flame Entertainment, I am she is her, and her is me. That's who the fuck you talking to. You feel me? I'm the CEO, COO, CFO. So I'm just not. I don't understand that language. And it's no offense. Again, I don't know your dreams. I'm not knocking your dreams. Your dreams are different from mine, because my dream was crushed back in 2010. You understand? This is 15 years later. I'm sitting in front of y'all as an author that started out as a small press, and I'm doing this shit on my own and have no issue. Like I said, I could wake up tomorrow and say, fuck it, press publish. I got a book out again. Damn. Not on somebody else's timeline telling me, no, we got to push it through these editors. You got about 15 other authors in front of you that have to get their books out first, and and we advanced you $50,000, and now if you don't do this, you got to give it all back to us. What?
So let me ask you this. I want to ask a twofold question. I'm going to flip it, but I'm going to start at the beginning, and then I'm going to flip it on the flip side. There's this wave of authors feeling like they need to tiptoe when posting online. Why do you think it's wrong for an author to crash out, to be vocal or raw about how they feel online?
Okay. Two things I'm going to answer. And I'm going to Mel, I'm probably have her, I'm look her up because I follow her. Her name is Mel. She wears glasses. I'm have her last name wrong. Mel. You can post what you want to post because it's your business. Don't ever second guess what you want to post. That's my first thing. If you have to second guess what you want to post, don't post, right? The second part to this, some of us need PR reps. Okay? I got a mouth on me. Don't get it twisted. I'm very friendly. But I'm a fucking Scorpio to my heart. I am not the one. I don't have to tell you online. I am not the one. My friends, family know. This is reckless. This is very reckless. I don't come online and crash out. I agree with a lot of people. Get a fucking group chat. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, because this internet don't die. Somebody is somewhere and find shit you said back in '08, back in 2002. I was like, what the fuck y'all found that? They found that shit on old ass Black Twitter. They found that shit in old ass Vine. That's that. Y'all got the Vine in beta. Be careful. This is your brand. And because this is a cancel culture, in 5 seconds what started and you're here, you're nobody. Don't do that to yourself. If you're going to crash out with your cousin, crash out with your husband, crash out with your friends. On these social sites today, this is not the space to do it. Don't take my word for it. But I just feel, believe and think, don't go for my words. This just ain't the place for it because of the simple fact you're a brand. That's it. I mean, that's all. Because there's nothing else. That's it. Crash out in your right. Man, make the person a character. Unalive them. Do what you got to do. But if you're trying to sustain, you don't have to be afraid. Do it in a way that does not tarnish you so that you can have longevity in this industry. Because, yeah, you could be known as this person. Okay, that's cool. You could be known as the mouth. That's cool. But will anyone work with you? I don't know. I just feel for me, no, you never gonna catch my name in something. I done told you, if you catch Mo Flame's name in it, they lying. They motherfucking lying.
Do not say
talk to none of you motherfuckers.
The
only I talk to here, Shannon, J Nell, very few people.
And you never hear nothing that we discuss unless it's something about a book outside on the interwebs, because you know what? It's none of your fucking business.
That part. And I mean, but I just think we're such a sensitive culture as well. We've just become. And I'm dating myself too. I was on those days in MySpace where you can hide behind a username.
Yeah.
Black people, you can hide behind a username and cuss everybody out. We was going to war with people in Chicago. Look, you might be one of the people I was going to war with.
Because I damn sure was on Black Planet causing chaos.
People in the UK, and we didn't know who each other were, right? But now those days are gone. We're in 5 seconds. Like I said, people are canceling you. People are telling you that if I find out who you are, I can find my crew who we got numbers, and I'm gonna cancel you. You won't be anywhere. Yeah, sis, I know. Slide on out the camera. People, I wake up, I come with some type of like somebody done pee me like, Mo, did you get? I'm like, fuck no, I'm over here writing a book. What's going on now? And I be scrolling like, let me get off this shit and go back to my job and come back over here write my books and come back. And y'all be like, Mo, you been writing. Yeah, I've been writing. And not fooling around with this silly shit.
Let me tell y'all something about Mo. In real life, Mo know me. In real life. Like, she know me. There was a time where I would pull up on a bitch. There was a time, I don't do that no more. But there was a time where I would pull up on your ass when your mouth was too slick. Because I was about that life. Well, I kind of am, still am. But I don't pull up on people no more. But there was a time before I cared about a brand, that I cared about the Boozy Book Tour. I was all balls to the wall.
Right.
And I was like, that hood, I'm an intellectual ass motherfucker. But that hood will come out me real quick. So I'm going to meet you where you at. Books, I don't care who book signing it is. I was coming. Right. And poor Jonathan, my poor husband.
Right. And the mentally wealthy coach said it. Well, she said it, and you still is. Don't get it twisted. That's why I said don't get it twisted. You still don't pull you out of your character.
That's the part. I done matured.
Right.
I have matured. I have grown.
Right. And I just want my author friends to know you can have these moments, but understand sometimes when you come here or any of these things, the people who are waiting for your crash out are waiting to take your crash out and use it for your demise. So be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that. That's all I'm saying. You could mean well, and your crash out could be very much warranted, but it just might not be the timing. You know, I said that. You know, I think somebody always put in a comment, it didn't go the way she thought it was gonna go. So it just might not be going the way. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm saying the Lord is working on a lot of us.
Yeah,
and I say this with my whole chest, y'all. I'm not pulling up to y'all book events ready to knock somebody's sense into next week.
But if it happens, because you did.
But I do need to people to understand. The words you say out your mouth might trigger somebody. Me. And my ass or somebody like me might come. And they might not have author friends like I had to say, hey, woo. Bring your ass over here.
Exactly.
Bring your ass over here.
Right.
Or having Shannon calling people talking about what is the Hulk doing.
Bring it back in, friend. Bring it back in.
But you know, I have a tribe that is going to literally you may not even know they my tribe. And that's good.
That's good.
You don't know.
You don't know who with you. That's always good. You never know.
But my tribe will always tell me, hey, Storm, hey, no. What we're not gonna do is Hulk smash people today.
I'll put that one in the book. We're not gonna Hulk smash people today.
Because, you know, because when I get in my feelings,
like Dari said, no people being popped in the mouth. Okay.
Hey, because if Mo wasn't there that one time, her Masterpiece and Estevan, if they were not there, Lord bless it.
Oh.
Lord bless it, because I came ready.
And I was asking Jonathan, I was kind of glad your ass was asleep, because it is sooner.
What? Yo, look. I just want to tell people on the internet, y'all do a lot of things, and I just want to say there are some of us who actually who's about action. I try to tell people my mental health is not what you think it is. I literally have a mental disability that you trigger at any given time is curtains.
Yeah.
So for me to have this support system in my corner is a lot. That's why when Mo said you have to have a PR team, you do.
Yeah.
You do, because it's a support system.
Oh, here, let me, if I could just jump in and say this. You don't even need a PR team. How about this? Just bounce it off your friends. Shit. Bounce it off
Real friends. Real friends.
Real friends, though.
Real friends.
When I say real friends, and let me also say this.
Because you got some friends that'll let you crash out.
Exactly. I'm gonna say, don't get your friends that gonna let you crash. Matter of fact, send it to me. Send it to me, okay? Let me guide you the right way. Let me take you this route. You know, seriously, because I want to see more of us win. I don't want to keep logging on seeing someone else literally crashing out and now possibly losing her readers because of something.
Because of that.
She losing their readers because, let me say he, she, they losing their readers because of a belief or a thought or something that I'm going to say it because I believe it. It's my God-given right and my First Amendment right, and I'm going to say it. Yes. No. Maybe
there's a gray line between that.
It is. And I mean, I'm always going to say this. You have every right in this world to do what you want to do, because who gonna check you, boo? Not me. However,
no, I'm saying I can't check you. No, you can't either. Well,
I'm saying only way you gonna get checked is by these interweb streets. By them saying they not putting up with you and putting you by.
That blacklist is for real.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That blacklist is very much for real. And that blacklist, who wants to be on it when all you did was come out to say how you felt, right? You had a feeling, and you wanted to share your feelings, right? Freedom to speak, not freedom from. Thank you. That's it. If you, how they always say, you ready to do this, but you're not ready to receive back what comes. That action without a reaction, It's always gonna be a reaction.
I'm gonna say this, and I know she probably is going to make a post about it when I say this, and it's okay because your feelings are hurt right now, okay? So I wasn't gonna say a word about this. What?
Girl, what you about to say on my damn show? What you about to say on Mo Flame's new author show that's gonna have somebody? Don't.
No, it's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be bad. It's just that she's in a place of She thinks everyone's ganging up on her right now.
Okay.
And even if you talk about my wig, if you talk about my lipstick and everything, it's fine. But know that I got hands. All right? Be careful. All right. I know that Arthur Robin is going through a lot. And yes, see, Storm says names. I haven't been doing it lately because I was advised by my PR. You see, PR.
See, why you? So if your PR didn't advise you, what the hell is you going to get her advising for?
But this needs to be said to her because I feel like she is going down a slippery slope, and she's writing all these books. What is the point of writing books that nobody reads?
Somebody reading them.
But I'm saying you
Somebody
can't.
is reading them. That
But-
she has. Okay.
But I want to say this.
I want to play devil's advocate.
But no, let me finish
has-
before you play devil's advocate. Let me finish. I want you to be careful because you don't call these girls out their name. You talked about their hair. You talked about their facial appearance. You talked about all these things. And you are saying you are being bullied and your mental health. Mental health is a very important thing. It really is, because for someone who has mental health issues, I understand. But before we put the label of bullying on someone, we have to check ourselves. When we put things out on the internet that we know that the masses will not agree upon, we have to really deep dive on what we said. Ain't nothing wrong with having an opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with having an opinion. But sometimes those opinions will get you in a world of hurt. Okay? I do not come from a place where I'm trying to gang up on you. I'm not coming from a place that I am trying to make you feel bad as an author. I am literally coming from a place of genuine love, which is rare. So I am saying you don't have to crash out on the internet because you are on Facebook crashing out, boo. You was crying yesterday about bullying. Let it go. Let it die down. Move around from it. And it's okay. It's really okay. I swear to God, it'll be okay. Because one instance ain't going to cause nothing because you still have readers. So don't do this to yourself and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Now have I seen some crutchy hair wig bitches? Yes. But I'm not about to go crash out on them. Well, unless you that one person. But I'm not about to crash out on them. You have a brand and a career. Just move around. Just let it go. Just let it fucking go. For real. And I'm saying this, and once again, I say this, whether you take it as love or you think I'm just digging into it, I'm not. I literally am concerned. I'm concerned. I don't like bullies, and I don't like anybody going through a mental health crisis.
You know what you need to do? You need to have a special live for her. But you not gonna fuck up my live for her. I don't know.
Bitch, I'm not fucking up your live. I just said.
Who the fuck is you talking about? Who is she?
Right.
See, that's how you don't even know who she is.
Her name is Arthur Robin.
I don't even know her.
And she's just crashing out because she said something about.
I'm about to crash out on my own live because I don't know what the hell you talking.
Fine, nigga.
See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know who she is, but this is what I mean about these type of things. You can have a moment, and it's okay. This is what makes us human, and I get it. But this is important for all of us. If that don't teach us nothing else, that probably was it. If you want to learn how not to conduct yourself in this industry, that's probably a really good example. Now, and she is going to have to learn. It probably was it probably was something she was trying to do, and it just didn't go the way she wanted it to go. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all. Because I'm not, again, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I told you, I know
you stay out of it.
I am knee deep in a goddamn story. I got deadlines, goddamn.
I know. You got deadlines that I need.
But but that whole thing, like I was just this real quick thing. If people are, crashing out, again, be mindful of your damn brand, because that's what people are gonna remember about you. They're gonna remember that's that girl that crashed out online, and you never gonna get away from that. And it might work for you. You know how people can use that to their advantage, but at the same time, right now, no. And then if you're talking about people's wigs and all this other stuff for real, they're not gonna let that go for right now.
No.
Just go ahead, eat this up. Relax a little bit. Like I said, I think King Magnificent said, girl, go ahead and write that shit in the book right now. Let it all out in the book and you'll be fine. Just let this shit ride out. We got to let it ride out.
Take a break.
Take a break. It's okay. I mean, it happens to the best of us and the worst of us.
Okay, so let me ask you the flip side to that.
Yeah.
Why is it okay for readers to poke the bear, make disrespectful DNF videos, but expect authors to take it in silence? Why do you think authors having the same energy back is seen unprofessional?
None of it's okay. Like I just said, Dari, you need to put that on just put that up and don't even put why you put it up there. You have a freedom of speech. You're not free of the consequences.
Yeah.
You know, this clock app has really given a lot of people the power that they never had on IG, that they never had on Facebook. Hell, Facebook giving you the shit to be an anonymous member. And them mofos are really enjoying that shit. They enjoying that shit over there in them groups. They cutting the fuck up. Now, for real, being an anonymous motherfucker. But this clock app has given so many people the ability to just come on here and just do the way they want to do. And unfortunately, in that comes this recklessness that I can just do because hey, you've given me this power, and I also want to for every actual reaction. I'm gonna say this because of Booktalk, they've given the readers the power. This whole idea of hey, you readers control whether or not the book is good or not. You guys control how and what is going to be popular or not, and because of that. This power to say yay or nay and the audacity to tag a person in it to say what they don't like. I mean, you have a right. You can say, hey, but I will caution all my authors again that are in this chat. You don't, thank you. God, girl, you can never control what somebody feels about your fucking books. That is their opinion. It's not your business. It's none of your fucking business what somebody thinks about you. That is for the people who are looking for that book. And that is not your audience. That is not your audience. Because, and here's the other part. If they don't like your book, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. That again, they're not your, you know how people don't like Desi? I don't give a fuck. I wrote the fuck out of Desi. Desi she's sex positive. She got sunshine pussy.
That's not
motherfuckers loving it. And bitches out here talking about it's a whole lot of sex in that book. I know it.
That's what they took away from that?
Girl, I happen to look, and this is another thing. I don't like reading my reviews, but one I read, the girl said it was pretty much sex in that book. Girl, that's what the fuck I said. It's a sexy book. Like, what the hell? But if you got to sit here and focus on all those things, fine. But what you're not going to say is my syntaxing. You're not going to say I can't write. You're not going to say that even if you found errors, I give you the opportunity to tell me I got errors. Send that shit to info@Flames Entertain, and we'll fix that bitch. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go back and forth with someone who said they didn't like my book and DNF'd it. Now, if you call me out my name, calling me this bitch, this, that, and other, I think I might want to just talk to somebody on the social site and say, hey, they're defaming me. I'm still not coming in your inbox. I don't fucking know you. If you're defaming me, again, I know how to deal with you. I got lawyers for that motherfucker. They on retainer at all times. Trust me. I'm not going back and forth with you bitches online. I don't know you. I don't argue with people I don't know. I don't. Matter of fact, it was with the girl from Floetry. Her baby daddy said that shit. He had one. It was cute. He said, I will not argue with strangers. I'm not arguing with you people. I don't know you. I'm not doing it. So no, I do feel you have a right to say what you want to say in these streets. You do not have to respond as an author. If you do, be prepared. Be prepared to go back and forth with these people because that's their decision. They are feeling a way about your book. That's their business. Let them feel the way they want to feel. Matter of fact, I tell you what to do. Get your motherfucking tribe on their ass then. Let them argue for you. I'm for real. Get your tribe. Get your people who love your books to go to war for you. Get your team. Get your street team. Yo, they coming for your favorite characters. You see. Let somebody say something about MJ Winters. Storm, they talking about your cute dog Storm, come get your people in the comments. They talking about MJ. I'm not
Don't do
going
that,
to
y'all.
for nothing.
Don't do that. Don't do
I'm
that.
not.
Don't do
I'm
that.
not. Y'all don't understand. The Beehive, say something about that goddamn queen. Say something about that queen. Say something about the queen bee. Man, you will be canceled. You won't have an account tomorrow. You log on, you be like, I can't get in my account. Bitch, they figured out how to go to Facebook and go to the podcast.
Girl, she mentioned MJ. I was about ready to.
You saw how your face got?
Who? Girl.
Thank you, Sister Harlem. Get your because why I'm gonna go back and forth with you? You are a reader and you feel the way you feel. That's your business. That I wrote the fuck out the book for you to feel the way you feel. You don't understand? Roddy and me go back and forth. She said, Mo, Gunshot don't want me to read. They won't even read Love on the Sideline. They done with Troy. You understand? They are done with Troy Harris. They are done. They're like, I don't give a fuck, Mo. I don't care about his redemption. He ain't shit. Da 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 da. They said what they said. Look. She's like, nope. They said what they said. And
I read it for the both of y'all.
So that's how I feel. I mean, I just think as authors, we have to protect our peace up here.
Yeah.
Don't let these readers get in your heads. We already done got in their heads. We done been in their heads. We have gotten in their heads so bad they out here writing books about us. They hit about, oh, this bitch that did this and I can't stand it. Thank you.
Yes, Rowdy, I tortured myself. Ugh.
You literally you don't understand the power that you have to have readers. And I mean, it is what it is. If you got them so up in arms and they sit here making videos and so mad at you, man, take that video, you stitch it and say, look what the fuck I did. Look what the fuck I did, y'all. This book, I remember I saw it. Somebody sponsored a 1-star video, her shit at the top. If I find, I'll let you know. A 1-star rating, that chick shit at the top. Because one person did not like that book so bad, and she said, oh, I can't believe this, da-da-da-da-da. And that 1 star, that girl book now is still a top seller in the Amazon store. She uses that woman's nasty ass rating for her to get more people. Because your yuck is somebody else's fucking yum. They're going to eat that shit. Nom.
That is true.
I'm just saying. True. That's why I just said this for her. My thing is this: if you're gonna sit here and say this is not my book, that's fine. You said who readers? That girl got readers. Somebody like that shit. There's always somebody that's gonna like something. I ain't got to like this. You might like it. He might like it. They like it. There's my girls will tell me all the time, Mo. There's an audience for everything.
It is. And I romance suspense, there are not a lot of Black authors in romance suspense. No matter how it may seem to y'all, there is not, and I say this with my whole chest, prove me wrong and give me the numbers. There is not a lot of Black authors in romance suspense.
It's not easy to write it. It's not easy. It's not easy to give people that feel of suspense of getting. Because here's the thing: that smoking gun is hard because you gotta cock it and you gotta blow it, and then at the end they're like, "Well, I don't understand." A lot of people tell the suspense. I'm not a teller. I love the show, and don't get me wrong.
Definitely show.
I gotta be told a lot of times. Most stop telling, show it. So a lot of people like to tell their stories. I'm not telling my story. I want to show you. You're gonna be feeling that shit in your head. You'll be sitting there talking about, oh my God, you on the edge of your seat. And just like you said, you turn that page, it's going to be like, what the fuck?
Hey, Stevie. I loved how that you are unapologetically chaotic.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it be having me with a headache. But it literally, I love the suspense and thriller that you put in your books. Because it's needed. Because if you were just writing just regular romance, it wouldn't have made sense.
I can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my regular romance. Don't get me wrong. But for me, nah, I'm good. I need that. I told you, my mother every day.
Oh, not this nigga.
Yeah.
Not this nigga.
If y'all want to hear the voices behind these crazy fools, that's what I'm finna
all I saw was D. Lewis. I was like, Lord.
I was trying to yell at his wife, but she had them bounced out. But,
yo, Y'all, that is my brother from another mother. That is D. Lewis is my brother from another mother. I know we be fucking cutting it up, but that's my brother from another mother for real.
And that's one of my narrators for the voices in
The
my...
way he narrated, Still Ain't Enough series. That was one. Still Ain't
He
Enough.
did Still Ain't Enough, and they're working on One Is Enough.
Let me tell y'all something. I do not like audiobooks like that. But, baby, he did his thing. He did his thing
I like him voice. As a
for
narrator. I
Still
like
Ain't
him
Enough
voice.
series.
I like him voice.
Authors, if you're looking for someone to do your series as a narrator, like I said, take it from
Booked
someone
and
who
busy.
does
Stop
not-
giving my narrator business.
But I'm just saying, take
No,
it
you
from
gotta
somebody.
give him business.
Take it from somebody who don't actually do audiobooks. I don't do audiobooks. Only audiobooks I've done is like 3 or 4 in this whole time I've been reading.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's awesome. He's amazing. I love him.
those characters,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
He, look,
Yeah.
I already said we had our show where he was mad at me because that damn he was not ready for Jamal.
That nigga. That bitch ass nigga.
Yes, give him his flowers. He was not ready. He was like Mo. He gave me the outtakes. One day I'm gonna take little pieces and snip it and let y'all hear him. He said, "Fuck you, Mo." He was cussing me out in the outtakes. He was like, "Fuck you, Mo." He started reading it.
Fucking voice in my head.
He started reading it. He stopped. He's like, "You know what, Mo? Fuck you." He would just stop.
Yo.
He just started laughing and he'll just start going. That shit was so fucking funny. But it was, oh my God, it was so great. Look, she told she still want hands and feet. Girl, we talk about the book where Jamal got his. He got
Just
his,
desserts.
he got his thing handed to him. Great.
And exactly how he should have got handled.
Yeah.
And I just applaud Mo. Even though she left me on this damn cliffhangers of Jamal all the way up into this damn book. Because he kept getting mentioned. Somebody whispered his name like it was fucking Candyman around this bitch. And then he gives me the fucking vengeful justice and I get my justice.
Vengeful Justice. They came out May 1st. May 1st.
Y'all, let me... And I want to say this, Mo.
Right, girl. Right.
I want to say this, Mo. Before I even start with another fucking question. I don't think people deserve you.
Oh, why you say that?
I don't. And I say this because you write some exceptionally amazing. And I'm not saying this because I'm her friend. I'm saying this as someone, when I first did a review of Mo's book, I didn't know Mo.
Right.
She was not my friend. We had never communicated. She never met my husband. Nothing.
Nope.
It was just her book just sent me into a all 3 of those books sent me into a tailspin that I had to make a fucking video about it.
Yep. I downloaded it. Just the other day so I could do a stitch. I have to do the stitch. Yep.
Her book, and I think she was one because I was only reading white suspense novels. She was one of those authors that literally had me like, oh, black people write this shit? Oh! And wound up in Brandon Massey's catalog.
Yep.
Because of Mo. It was because of Mo that now I'm obsessed with Brandon Massey.
Yep.
But it was because of Mo. Because I did not know black people were writing romance suspense. Then you had Eric LaSalle. And then I was like, and S.A. Cosby, and I was like,
But you realize
oh!
men saturate that because that's where I learned to write it through the men. I mean, I didn't know any other black women that were writing romantic suspense or any romance. I just got the suspense from the men, the thrillers, this mystery, Walter Mosley, and I learned the beats from them. I just watched how they were doing it. They would sprinkle things in a different chapter, and you're like, wait a goddamn minute.
I just want to give you your flowers, Mo.
Yeah,
I want to give you your flowers because
thank you.
you made me look at suspense in a different light. We watch it on the screen, and it's just a tidbit from like a James Patterson book or something. But your books have so many Easter eggs. Your book has so much drama, chaos, psychological, fucking mental warfare going on that you just can't help but love the situation and hate it all at the same time.
Yeah.
I want to say you are one of my favorite authors when it comes to suspense, especially romance suspense. I do want other authors to follow suit, but you will always be my favorite because you was my first. Oh, look at you breaking my virginity. Look at you.
All right, popping cherries out this bitch.
Papa Cherry.
Wow, pop, pop.
Look at you. But I love that.
Dari. No,
I
hold
love
up,
that.
hold up. If Dari giving me no, Dari pen game is top 10. Let me tell y'all,
It
Dari
really
out
is.
here under midnight lock and shit. Got
Ooh,
me over
I
here.
was just talking about that.
Listen, let me tell you something. I was thinking, like,
I was
this
just
is my
talking
friend
about
Dari
that.
writing like this. Like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah, she
I
got
got
aliens fucking somebody up in the bedroom.
Okay.
But I just, and I say this wholeheartedly, as someone who got to know you as a friend, and I call you as a friend, and I call you like a sister to me, and that I will go to bat for. Remember that, y'all. Storm is crazy.
Don't compliment you.
But she really writes the hell out her books, and she takes a lot of thought into her books, and I love that. You follow along with everything that's going on, but then again, you also questioning what the fuck she just said, because the next sentence might be something to just fuck your whole head up. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact that you take the blackness for real. And I just want to hit on this before we get to the next question. She does write IR, and she does write AA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Both are skilled in the same pen.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that's consistent, a black woman or black man is getting loved.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the drama that they're going through, they're getting loved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So take that into consideration the next time you say, I can't read this book because I know she write IR. Take into consideration her pen game is sickening. Just saying. So next question is, what's one tough lesson you had to learn as an author that changed how you write or move in this space?
I think what you just said. Exactly what you just said. And it doesn't make me move differently. It makes me move strategically. Because this is a platform that has absolutely shifted. Because we have this platform. You know what I'm saying? As long as ain't Jamal love you.
Facts. D. Facts.
Facts.
Damn.
Facts. It's changed. This whole just the way we see writing has changed. And I'm saying that to say I have been in spaces because I'm full transparency moment. My daughter identifies with being a lesbian. Mm-hmm. So my world looks different. Mm-hmm. My world is multicultural. My world has transsexuals. My world has lesbians. My world has gays. You are going to get everything from me. And I don't give a fuck if you never read it because they live in my head. I see them. I talk to them. I've been in the same rooms with them. We have these discussions. They've told me, Mo, we don't have our stories told. Why are our stories told? I was on a panel. These were the questions that were asked. Mo, we don't see enough of our lesbian stories. We have all these MFMMMs, but what happened to the M, or what happened to the FFFFF? You know, what happened to that story? Because there is, guess what? You know how supply and demand? There's no demand for that. But lo and behold, there is an audience for that. When you come in my catalog, you're going to find it. You will find it at some point. It may not be today, but understand when I'm talking to my characters, I say, pay attention. Christmas the Carters told you something was coming. Falling for Jordan told you something was coming. It'll be here in September. It'll be here before the year is out. So there's things that are happening. And I just want to make sure when you see it, don't come from the, oh, Mo, you the A. I live in the A. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah, this bitch. Don't give a fuck out here. They fucking on everything. Shit. Ain't like I'm trying no pillow of salt, though. But we out here. We live in life. It's a rainbow. Taste the motherfucking rainbow. That's another thing you get me come to my world. Tasting the motherfucking rainbow. You go get it all. But yeah. You don't get it all.
So How has attending book expos and signings in person changed your connection with readers and how you sell books?
To me, that is the best place for me because,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, yeah, Falling for Jordan is shit, Kenya. Oh my god, that's one of my fave stories to write. Oh, that was my fave story to write. Face to face, because believe it or not, y'all, I'm the most extroverted introvert. Yes, god damn it, if there's a such thing. I am not. I'm good when I'm turn on. I see people want to talk about books. Turn on. Turn the fuck on. I do so well in front of people about my books. I have a blast. That's why I'm so ready for Saturday. I get to see my author friends and I get to meet these new readers that don't know nothing about Mo Flames at RAR. It's about to be a fucking blast in Columbus. We taking that bitch over. It's just fun. It's fun for me because these events bring you to new people you would never meet anywhere else. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go across to the West Coast. Hell, I'm about to leave the United States. Not yet, though. Don't get me wrong.
What, Scotland? You going to the one in Scotland?
No, I'm going to the one in Canada.
Oh, okay.
In Canada first in September. Because we gotta test the water first. we had a lot of plans last year, but things changed once we after November. So plans change. We gotta move accordingly. So we gotta see what 2026 holds. But for now, this year. Yeah, see, best friend with the Scotland brought me. You know why we love Scotland.
Well, I'm dragging both Ireland. You and Mo to Scotland with me.
Yes, Dory go see me up in Canada. Her and McCoy, and I get to see my friends.
I don't even get to see Nicoyan this year. I hate that cat hair guy.
To see my friends, but going to these events is so much fun because you do get to connect with the readers firsthand. You get to have that one-on-one. You get to tell them about the books. You get to experience that moment to see them when you tell them about the books and they're like, oh my god, I want that book. And then I got NSF art too. You get to see them little naked photos of them folks too.
Girl,
yeah. Baby, them scenes I be writing about, some of them good ones, when it's the impact, you get the impact.
Girl.
The whole impact. And Storm done seen some of them.
Man. Yo.
J-Nell too. J-Nell done seen some of them too.
Yo, some of them not for work scenes,
Not for work.
It makes my big back flap. Just saying.
Just saying.
So,
it has.
So, out of all the genres, you chose romance suspense, right?
Yeah.
What about it calls to you, and has it been harder to find your lane in this genre as a Black woman author?
No, because it's my lane. I've carved out this lane for myself. The thing now is to find my readers, for my readers to find me. And again, it goes back to me sharing this with my author friends. It's hard for us because your readers haven't found you. You have to keep going, and your readers find you. Find a way to find your readers. Keep, build it. They will come. That's just it. This lane is my lane. I am literally cultivating this for me. So when you say, what is Mo known for? You started that. You gave me that. And so I've been building, just because of the fact that my stories do, and everyone that reads it say it, and I don't have to worry about it being unauthentic. When you said, Mo, my God, your stories are chaotic. By the time, oh my God, this is so much chaos. There's so much drama. I didn't even say that. You gave that. So romance, chaos queen, I'm building that lane. You go on my banner, it says romance chaos queen. You go into my entry, romance chaos queen. I talk about it so much. What you're going to get when you come over here? Chaos, drama. You get a happily ever after. After some chaos, after some drama, So that lane that I've made, I'm walking the lane. I need to find the readers along that journey. Doing good marketing, conversations, these events that I'm going to, making sure. Yeah, that's branding. Hell, even man, I know all about Shelby Love, man, because Kenya, I get all of her newsletters, and guess what? You always gonna know about Shelby, the Shelby news, because that is Kenya. Kenya got her own verse. Kenya, you're gonna know about that because Kenya's talking about it all the time. If you are an author and you're getting into your bag, people are gonna know what your writing is. I can use Monica Walters. She's always going to be known as the country hood, the country hood stories.
Yep.
Well, she got that shit trademarked. You're not never going to sit here and say you don't know who's writing the country hood stories. You say anybody else different, you can, but they may not be the authority in that lane. Monica Walters got a whole motherfucking series that she just keep writing.
Yeah, and she got a character named Storm.
Yeah, she sure do. It's a man, and it's the guy. Storm is the I think she called him the governor. Dude be wildin'. Storm be wildin'. But that's what I'm saying. You create your lane, and guess what? People gonna come. People gonna, hey, I want to be over there. I want to know. Your readers gonna start creating that FOMO. People gonna want to know about your what's, like you said, what's up with the Moverse. People gonna find out when I start talking about this firewall. What the fuck is the firewall? It's my Patreon. Come behind that bitch to see what we back there doing. We be wilding back there. We have some fun back there. We talk about some things. We show some things. I build some things behind the firewall. We discuss a lot of stuff. We make up these characters. All that chaos, all of those things you say, Mo, oh my gosh, you had me twisted. This is where it starts. It starts with me being behind my firewall, sharing with my Patreon members what we're doing.
I was just telling Nicole, authors need to get a Patreon.
Yeah,
because that is something that is exclusive that us readers, we appreciate it.
yeah.
I'm telling her about Natavia. I'm like, can you write?
Yeah.
I need to go ahead and get my. You know what? Jonathan gonna be pissed off again about me paying for something else, but I need to get my Patreon for you.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, and everybody's different. You pick, like you said, favorite, and that's or somebody else. Like it's a subscription, like anything. It's a subscription. You decide what you want, and I think
y'all put on there.
Listen, I just know there's some amazing authors Patreons that I'm jealous. Like I need to get my shit up to that level. Okay, when I get to that point, yeah,
that's the next level. That to me.
All right, D. Have a good night.
Good night, D. To me, this is my opinion. As a reader, when you guys do Patreons, that's the next level of being close to the author.
Oh yeah.
Without the drama.
Oh yeah.
It's the best thing because y'all give us everything we want.
Oh yeah.
Everything we want. And there's no drama. It's just about the book. It's about the author.
It's about everything. If you're doing what they say behind the scenes, it's everything. I could give you, you're going to know everything first. Anything that's going on in my personal, if I feel like I could tell you about my personal life, I've done videos like, hey guys, this is what's going on in my life today. This is what I'm happening. And I pop it there. They're going to know first before anybody out here. Anybody out here may never find out, but my Patreon member is going to know. Guess what? All my ideas, these new books, they know about it right now. All these things that's coming, they know.
But they're loyal and they would never tell nobody.
Exactly. As they shouldn't. If you have anybody behind your wall that's running their mouth, they shouldn't be in it. Because no one should know anything going on behind your wall. Because that's the whole idea. It's exclusive. It's content that no one gets first. Not even newsletter. Newsletter doesn't get that first. My Patreon gets it first. They get to choose. They get to choose. I know, and I'll use her as an example. Kenya Wright. She actually has it where you could choose if you could be in her story. She unalives you in her stories. Like I think that's so cool that you could be in her stories. Like I would love to put that, one day, hey guys, if you're helping me with the story, you get to be in the story. Like that's just amazing that as an author you immerse your readers and they get to be a part of it. I don't know anyone else. That to me is value. That's value. And then at the end of the day, you get a book, an ebook, and if they're in audio, you get the audio. You've already paid into it. You've been paying into it, so you get it automatically. You wouldn't even have to wait. You're getting it before the public. That's why it's valued. All the while. And believe me, I think anyone would love to see that's the book that I helped my favorite author create. Yeah. And there's a scene in there that I helped my author put together. Not just a shout out. Thank you for keeping me up at night. Thank you because you get no. Motherfucker, my name in the book. I was in the book because I helped Mo and we was trying to figure out a scene and Mo. Like there's an author, I can't think of her name now, but they was actually writing it. They were all writing it. Her and her readers were writing the scene. She was letting them write the scene with her. Look at that.
And that's why I'm going to be on Patreon because the Winter's daughter, she needs a storm in her life.
So you want Storm? You want somebody to have a? How about it? So you think
she needs a storm in her life? you know, I mean, bisexual tendencies and all. She needs a storm in her life. Yeah, that's gonna flip her world upside down.
We talked about this. We talked about
Saying,
we talked about this. We'll have a discussion. You'll show up one day.
I'm just saying, a little dom action going on.
I got you, Storm. Don't worry, I got you. You gonna show
As
up.
long as you're not doing a Latoya and trying to make me a crackhead.
First of all, I'm so mad I missed. First of all, I don't even know. I'll have to go read her books to get my crackhead ishness right. Only person that came close to it was Brenda. Okay, that was the closest thing I could write. Okay, they'll say
If y'all gonna use me like Jatoria did, and she made me an army militant, but was loved on by an unhinged nigga that matched my energy. That's cool. And Latoya, she wanted to have me hooked on fairy dust.
Oh,
but she said it's not gonna be like that this fall when she come out with the Storm book.
Okay, I'm here for it.
So if you use my name, use that shit right.
Store be all the books, right? Store be in all the books.
Use my shit right. Don't have me all
shit. Best friend talking about
Janelle, do not play with me. Do not play. Y'all, I swear to God, stop. Don't use my name and then be like, yeah, this is about Storm. And then I found out that bitch weak as hell.
No, we couldn't make you weak if we wanted to. So what? She using what I do.
Janelle.
I've been saying that to her always about what I do. She like, never mind, best friend. What I do? I ain't even do nothing. And I gotta say, do she write weak women? That girl don't even know how to write a weak woman. When do we write a weak woman?
Danielle be writing Mr. and Mrs. Smith Mission Impossible in left.
Okay.
Lord, the fighting scenes in girl, don't even get me started.
That's what I said. When it's time for me to write my fight scene, I'm going to her.
But you make Mo, you make so many memorable characters. Many.
Yeah. Now that would be interesting, making you review her book. Now that would be interesting. Because Kenya love a V. Oh my God, that's another way, girl. Oh,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Woo! I'm here for that one. Do that one, Kenya. I am here for that one. Please make her.
I want to see how that one will play.
Now that would be very. And Kenya men be.
But
I need to see that one. Wait, I need to see it because I need to see that one.
Me as a V in a character and having this type of personality,
but you won't have that personality in Kenya.
But then it can't be me. It can't be me, or either she gonna have to name the male character Storm. Because the female character can't be a V if the mentality.
Oh, and BB on. Oh, I was in grade too. BB came. I was in the grade.
That's my boo. Even though me and her don't agree on in the grade, but we agree on.
You one of the people that don't agree with it.
But I like Lilac and fucking Crucible. Those are my favorites.
And I'm mad Rowdy left out because me and Rowdy was talking about that the other day.
I love BB Reed. We had a whole discussion.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all cannot make a character out of Storm without.
I'm here for it. If Kenya pulls that off, I'm here for it.
How you gonna pull off the V card with someone with my personality, and then have them like the dudes that she have in her book?
I'm here for it. I want to see it.
I'm gonna get in trouble again, BB. Y'all be playing on my top. I swear to God.
No, I'm here for it. Look, Kenya got quiet, but Kenya thinking about it. I'm here for it. I think she can do it.
She is. Baby, you gonna have to make me the male character. Because I cannot be the female character, because how you gonna make me with a V card and act?
I can see, but no. She said, I'm gonna do it.
Well, how I'm gonna act the way I act and deal with an unhinged man?
I am here for it.
I don't know. Unless he gonna be a submissive to this bitch.
This gonna be a good one because Kenya don't write her chicks like that. This will be a good one.
You gonna have to think outside of the box with me.
I'm serious. I'm curious.
Because you cannot use me as the inspiration and you have me as a V card and I'm weak. And then the man is unhinged. Why can't the woman be a V card and unhinged? And she unhinged after she lose her V card.
Oh, that would be good though, Kenya. She becomes unhinged after losing her V card.
Because that literally happened.
Oh,
that literally happened. It unlocked the whole crazy in my ass.
I see that.
Girl, I didn't burn up trucks. I crashed the fucking.
She said candy burn.
I crashed the whole motherfucking Eclipse trying to fucking flip that shit over. So
we gonna talk. I'm being Kenya. I'm gonna text Kenya. Kenya, I'm gonna text you. We gonna have to talk.
I'm just saying, if y'all gonna use me correctly.
This will come out. I need to see. I'm texting Kenya. I'm gonna have to be in her inbox a few times. I'm gonna see.
And this is why I'm your best friend's character. True, I am her. She is me, and we are we.
Yes, Janelle. Yes.
We are we.
Yes. I love my author friends. We're so used to this shit. I'm here for it all.
Oh, true special too. I know I'm a touch.
True special for real.
I'm special. I'm just saying. Y'all already know. Okay, so the next question is: with everything that happens with IR and the box that they try to put you all in, and some of you guys write AA, and some of y'all don't, but y'all still write in the genres that y'all write in. How do you deal with that? And how do you make sure that you do not fall into the trap of being labeled in a box?
Well, here's the thing. They can label me. I really don't care. I mean, because this is my question, right? So I'm speaking for Mo. I don't think about them. It goes back to what I was saying. I'm not worried about what anyone else thinks. I'm going to, again, steal that phrase my friend Rowdy does. I write what the fuck I want. I'm writing for my readers. I'm writing for the people who get where I'm going. I am creating the Moverse. And if you're over here at the Moverse, you understand we live in a multicultural world. I don't give a fuck where you live at over there. If all you over there got is AA, that's you. Over here with Mo, we got interracial, we have multicultural. Hell, I haven't told you, I'm going to be talking to my friends who understand. I have autistic nieces and nephews. You're going to meet one soon. So I'm going to be writing on different levels that you've never seen before. It's going to be involved with the white men, with the black men, the Asian men, the Indian men. Because I'm telling you something, my mama's urologist, girl, I wasn't married. Dr. Des.
Bitch.
See if I got a prolapse wall. I'm just saying, that man was 6'6".
And this is why Mo
And he inspected my mama vag.
This is why she needed to be a feature author in my fucking BDSM club.
Bitch, that motherfucker, you can't be all up in my shit. What? Baby, he's already in the Moverse. He up at, girl, you know he up at Northside. And you know he up at Northside. That's what I'm gonna say. That's why I said I am building a world. So I can't worry about what somebody else thinking about my writing. When my readers are telling me they enjoy that I created this, and they're not even worried about the complexions. They're not worried about his dick is pink. They're not worried. They just love the fact that he dicked her the fuck down. They love the fact that even though Nico started with some fuck shit, that he was a playboy, but in the end he got your girl Jordan pinned down and loving on her all with you.
I mean, I love that for her. It couldn't be me because I'm not a switch. But the way Nico was,
I'm saying, and don't nobody give a fuck that boy was white. Don't give a fuck that boy was white when he was putting it down.
I was married to an Italian.
Thank you. And
I
I'm
know.
just saying. And it's still gonna be that way. And I love when I meet them because I got the inspiration from a couple. Y'all was laughing me going to that church. Y'all said, "More, you want to do the books in the church?" I sure did, because them people be fucking the church too. So I took my books up in that church. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I
told you was gonna go to hell,
girl. And guess what? Me and Satan gonna be down there with my books like, yo, boy, you wrote the shit out of that. So, girl, when I tell you I have met the cutest little couple, I follow them on Instagram. They are a vibe. And mind you, I was just guessing. Your boy was Asian. And I said, oh, I have a story. He's an engineer. Why the boy had just graduated from Kennesaw University.
What?
Engineering major. I said, I know how to call it. So when you see my boy working at, I can't say the name because that's gonna give it away. The people in my Patreon are gonna find out about this company that the Lowe's got involved with. That's gonna show up in another story. Y'all gonna find out about in December. That's why I said I need to talk to Michael Raines, because I need to be in Michael Raines' inbox after this. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just saying, the world here in the Moverse, I can't give a fuck about y'all. I don't live in boxes. Motherfucker, I live in a mansion, bitch.
Mo. I'm so sick of you, Mo. I don't know who's worse, you or your best friend. That's why y'all best friends.
But yeah, I couldn't be in no box. I don't know how to be in a box, girl.
You don't need to be in a box. That's why your fucking books are so fucking good.
I can't be in a box.
Stop saying what I do. Stop. Because J. Neal, I ain't got time for you.
But I mean, that's the serious answer. I don't know how to be in a box, Storm, because I can't listen to what the people. That's not my audience. If they're not reading it, that's not my audience. I'm not going. First of all, do you see me on this goddamn clock app asking these bros to read my shit? No. I'm not.
No.
I'm not asking none of you to read my shit.
No.
Read what you fucking want to read. I'm gonna find my readers, and they gonna find me. And when they find me and they love it, thank you. Welcome. We welcome you here over in the room.
And I go back to saying, and once again, I preface this.
What my girl said.
Before I was friends with Mo, before she even had my number, before I even had her number, I read her book. When I read her book, I said, what in the fucking BET After Dark, motherfucking Netflix, Fox, and everything else is this? This is a fucking soap opera if I ever read it. Because it was so messy, but it was the rated X nasty. Okay? But it was messy as fuck. And this last book, Vengeful Justice, though I am ecstatic that Jamal reached his demise the way he reached it, it is the in-betweens that made a nigga want to go find somebody to find somebody.
Yeah.
Because who in their right mind, maybe Jamal, but who in their right mind drug their girl, and put her in a mental institution because they done did some fuck shit behind their back?
Okay.
Because they are some DL niggas.
Who does that?
Who the fuck? Wild. But if you want to see the bigger picture, read One and Enough series.
Oh, and
get into the Moverse. Because once you're in it, you can't get out it.
You can't. I mean, I got people who, and that's why I said, you can jump into stuff like you. I'm telling you, you can get into this because it's a shared world. You can get into this. You meet Joey brother, Aaron brother. Oh, this motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker.
I'm serious. I got on the red
play checkers. He don't play checkers. He play chess.
Yo, wait, where it is? I can't find my chess board. Let me tell y'all about her book box, y'all. Let me tell. The book box is built around the whole thing of chess. You have to read the book. But baby, a queen and a king running this shit, and the pawns in between.
Mm.
The king and the queen running this shit, and the pawns in between. And if you want a little BDSM action, baby, because they was fucking each other up.
Oh yes.
They was taking turns.
Taking turns. And like, and see, yeah, King, you're right, interconnected. Because if you're gonna go there, you're gonna meet the baby brother, Nico, and this motherfucker around here.
And it's Derek's now face.
Oof.
When he said the last name, what'd you say?
What do you say? What do you say?
Who was that? who your people?
So Jess, we talking about all my books. We started with the Enough series, and I would just say you can get it any book. This is the first one.
Yo,
Start here.
Jess, you need to spray those pages. You need to have Jess spray those pages as a collectible book.
Listen, I was already thinking about a special edition. Because you know them.
You need to have Jess spray the pages. Oh my God! She came in. I just thought of you need to have her, because the way that mess in that book, it needs to be a collectible book. And I'm gonna tell you, her book boxes are something to. Those book boxes are everything.
She said, "Come on, I got you." I'm gonna come out at you. Don't worry, Jess. I'm gonna come out at you. I got you.
Cause oh my God, cause Jess be really spraying those pages for real.
I'm gonna say, yep.
So next question.
Mm-hmm.
What's upcoming? What is the upcoming release, projects, or books we should know about?
Okay. The next one is Rent Me Rider. That one's already up on the pre-order.
What's the name?
Rent Me Rider. That is a MFMM. That is the Why Choose. Yep. That is, in this book, we met Jay's best friend, Nikki. Darling Nikki.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. So yeah, and that one spurs off, later on for Jade's story, Love and Jade. But before that one, I have to tell you another one. It's coming. I can't tell you the title because I can't give it out, but it will be another one. You saw it probably last week because I don't want to give it away. I'm part of the Cowboys that came back with Peyton Banks. So yeah, darling Nikki girl. Yeah, darling Nikki. Because I love Prince. So just know, anybody know me that I love the color purple? So you know there gonna be a lot of references about Prince and that bitch. Your girl gonna be wilding. Well, anyway, and in November, yeah, we going to Iron Haven, South Dakota. I can tell you who a part of that one. Remember in Love and A Minor, Shayla cousin. Yeah. And then in December, now I can't give out too much, but in December there's another one I'll be in. I can't wait till she tell y'all. That's the one where I will introduce a whole new city to the world. Now that one, my girl, you won't be ready for that one. You be like, Mo, you're gonna be probably calling me left and right because it introduced so much shit for everybody, from the Winters, the Morettis, the Valentinos get introduced in this book, Rent Me Rider. Because remember, you got Moretti and Valentino. I have not introduced the Valentino. You're about to get introduced to the Valentinos for the first time.
Oh man.
Welcome to the South Dakota, girl. Yeah, who the fuck go to South Dakota?
Nobody.
Who the fuck be in South Dakota? This girl gonna be in South Dakota. You're gonna be in South Dakota. Cut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
And then in December, cause I like to go out with a bang. What's not me to go out without a bang, girl? When I go out with a bang, now I could tell you the title. December ain't cold enough.
Who family is this?
Everybody.
What's your
Everybody.
everybody?
It involves everybody. Carter, Winters, Moretti, Valentino. I'm missing somebody. Carter's, Moretti's, Valentino's, Winters, shit, the whole bishops, everybody. Everybody. It involves everybody, this bitch. December ain't cold enough.
Wow.
So those are the ones that for sure. There might be one more Hail Mary. You know, I always like to do a Hail Mary in there, but those are the three for sure. One is Rent Me Right. That's already on pre-order. Grab that one. And then you'll see it. You'll see the cover for the one I'm in the shared world. I don't want to drop it because it has to be, you know, when everything drops. But that's the shared world. I already put it on my Instagram that we're coming back because it's season 2 for Silver Creek. So you should see it there for the Cowboys. Mine will be dropped, I think, the first week of August. You'll see my cover then. And baby. Anyway, it's Shayla Cousins. I can tell you that much. It's Shayla Cousins. I told you I gotta have an interconnected story. I can't just
Shayla.
But you know, Shayla, that girl, you know it's gonna be enemies to lovers, so you know it's gonna be funny as fuck. Cause Shayla, she's just like Shayla, funny as hell. And then that one in December. December ain't cold enough.
Damn, that's a lot. Okay, are you doing any like book merch for that book box? Because you know, I think you were the reason that I got so big on book boxes because of you. You and E-Bounce, but yeah, any book boxes?
I'm thinking about it because I'm trying to get with my PA on how we could do another one that would be really, because now that the Enough series is technically done, because now that Jamal is out the Moverse, it's technically Peaches. If I do Peaches, Brielle. If I do Brielle, because that did have a request. If I do Brielle, she's just gonna be a short story. I'll probably drop it. Yeah, because she's so unproblematic. They just want to know what happened with her and Justin. I told y'all that they got engaged in Christmas with the Carters, but she's so unproblematic. I would just kind of give you, hey, here's a quick short story for her because she's so unproblematic. I'm not gonna ever give Brielle drama like that. If her drama, it would be, oh my God, her wedding is not gonna happen on time. Like I really can't think of nothing so chaotic for her because Brielle is just that girl that just I cannot. She's that friend.
You really need a story though.
I don't think so. If I do, it's gonna weave it into something else. Like she will. Hell, it'll be LMK having her wedding somewhere. They're just seeing at her wedding.
And the only reason I say this is because I'm trying to get you to get to the Winters like faster.
Baby, they coming. They are coming. Cause all these stories are building. Cause you know why that story has to build in today. If you're following along with this Moverse, you know that all these stories build up into the Winters family saga, which is seeing Senator Winters get to the White House.
Yeah, but I'm ready to get into that. I don't want to. I can't take away from other readers what they feel, but I'm ready to get into the Winters. Maybe because I'm trying to get to my girlfriend.
I'm about to say, maybe you're trying to because you want what you want.
But look. I think the Winter story is gonna be so good. That's why
it is. I mean, you talking about the first black senator in Georgia, and I don't care. I will say this. I don't know anybody else. They can come for me, but you tell me in your book, and you got to prove it was published before 2008 that you had a black senator in Georgia. Come for me. But Georgia had its first black senator in 2008, and that motherfucker is gunning for the White House, and that is the drama and the scandal. Because who gonna want a black? And he is not Obama. He is not straight-laced.
He a nigga.
He a nigga from the south side. He from the southeast side. Actually, from the east side. That motherfucker got goons. He said he got enough goons to start a whole army himself, a whole war himself. So yeah, he has a whole other story. Behind the scenes. Don't worry. You hang 10. His story will be if everything goes well and I don't got my creator. And the way the world goes, you'll have your first story at the end of 2026. Promise. That's on the wall. Look, she said he went to school with my dad. Look, wait, your dad down here. Your dad, they went to school with my dad. I'm just saying.
She from the A.
So look, I need to get with you just on some of this stuff. I always ask people who live here, like what side of town, so I would know. Case in point, the story that's coming. in December.
Mm.
Because I met a guy, my husband, everywhere I go, I meet people, right? So my husband on the bar, and I asked the guy about his, just random conversation, and found out about this well, not a landmark, but a place that's here in Georgia, didn't know existed. So now that I know it exists, I created my own, changed the name of it, and this is a key place. That's why I said it is for all of them. It is for the Morettis, the Carters, the Winters, the Lowe's. That's what family, the Lowe's. It's for all of them. They are all intertwined because of this one place. That's why it affects all of them.
You said my dad is from
the Swats. Okay. Yep. So, yep. That's exact. So Maxwell Winters, that's that thug nigga. So yep, you already know that man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I want to say, what are the book events that you are going to?
Mm-hmm.
Where can we buy your books?
Mm-hmm.
What is your social media handles and your Patreon information?
All right.
And your Facebook group.
Okay. So this weekend, matter of fact, this Saturday, it is readers. I always say readers and writers, romance and writers. See, I know I'm gonna get. I know I said all day. Don't mess this up. It's RAWR, RAWR. Because I know I was gonna say
readers and writers romance.
Right? Wow, it's Atlanta. It's Atlanta somewhere in there. Romance Atlanta writers and readers. I think I know it's Atlanta in there somewhere.
Something like that.
So, but it's RAWR. That's why I say it's RAWR, because it also has a name like a dog, because it's all for canines, for canine, to benefit the canines here in Georgia. That's this Saturday. In September, I will be in Ontario, Canada at IBBAE. That's another one I'm probably going to mess up. Ignited by Books Author Event. Yeah. That's what IBBAE stands for. That's in Ontario, Canada. That's in September 13th. Then in October, I will be in Anaheim, California at Steamy Lit. Oh my God, that was on my list.
I'm so mad I will not be there.
Girl, I'm mad I won't be at the other places because of that. Because that's like, those two events got me so messed up. Because I was like, leaving Canada, coming back to Cali, I couldn't get the ones in between, like coming to Chicago, that whole thing. Because last year I was bad. I was living out of my suitcase last year. I said I wasn't going to do that again this year. So those are those three. And then at the beginning of 2026, Boozy motherfucking book tour Vegas. In September, that's the 13th. September 13th. For IBBAE. Okay. Ma'am.
Nicole be traveling.
Hey, I got Nicole's number. I'll send information, Nicole. We'll be there. Ain't said but a word. So yeah, that's where I'll be. I mean, I can go further than that. March, I will be in Charleston, South Carolina again for Lust in the Low Country Lit. And then there's IRA, which is Interracial Authors Event. That's in Jacksonville, Florida. That is also in March.
We trying to get her to come to the dungeon night in June.
Yes. And talking about me?
Yes, you.
Girl, I'm coming. I told that your partner, I will be in Vegas and in Denver.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
How did you not know that?
I didn't know.
Oh, you know what it was? Because Moby let her invoices canceled. And Shaq's like, Mo, when you ready, let me know. Because I get a lot.
And that's why I know.
I be getting a lot of emails, and then I be like, Shannon, I just got a cancellation. She's like, Mo, please let me know when you're gonna pay it. I'll send it back. So that was on me. I be getting a lot of emails.
Shit I be talking about.
All right, and so then that's all the events, at least from now the last 3 of this year.
I'm not a big kid when it comes to Mo.
I'm a big kid when it comes to her. Wait till we see each other. Oh, I'm not gonna how to act. I'm not gonna how to act. So yeah, this is crazy. I'll tell you, I went through and I was looking at our videos. I have got to put those together. It's so cute. I'm telling y'all, if y'all dig down her, just look, because I was looking. Look, I Googled myself, but at the same time, I went through TikTok. I was like, hey, nobody talk about my books. But you found Mark to a Flame. But your video, the very first video you ever did of me, comes up. And child, you had that orange hair, tiny little twist, child. And your hair was down here, and you talk about. I don't know who got to see this from BET or whatever, but this book right here, I don't know who. Like, My girl was going hard. This was like almost 3 fucking years ago. That's how long this girl was rocking hard with me 3 years ago. Her head, I'm telling y'all, I don't know.
Before the locks had grew out.
Man, I'm telling you, them locks was this long, and your girl was rocking hard for your girl, Mo. She was down here in her camera like, yo, I don't know who need to hear this. Whoever on BT, Netflix, somebody to get this girl a deal. I'm talking about this shit right here. It's like I said, this girl, this shit went hard for me. Hard for me. She don't even know me, man. I'm going in her inbox. I was in her inbox hard. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna tell everybody, like, y'all, this is the one I'm talking about. They were like, they're gonna blow that one up. Like, yo. And then the one by y'all, when she found out about MJ, her eye went like this, y'all. Her eye was like this in the video. I made a video. Yes, can you find? And then her eye, I pointed to I said, look at the eye. I was like, she said that MJ. I don't care. I don't know nobody video your girl ever did that for. I don't care. Y'all can have some of the finest men in y'all book bays. Her eye never twitched like this. I mean, that eye went down like twice, 3 times in that video. She was like, I said, what's wrong with her eye? She said, it's something about a Q dog. That Q dog, he got thick legs. I said, well, damn, I described the fuck out of him. Because she was looking at him from the back. And I didn't realize that you could. I mean, I know what he looked like from the back, but damn, Storm, Jonathan, she's doing it again. I gotta help her get her story before she kill me, y'all. I gotta give her a story because she gonna kill me. So yeah, but that's where I will be. You can find me everywhere. I'm serious. I got real estate everywhere. I've been on every social site since they made fucking social media. So if you want to find me on Instagram, the little camera thing, Mo Flames _author. Facebook, Mo Flames, author Mo Flames. Here, hey, because I did my TikTok shop, they made me name it. It's Mo's Corner, but it's still Mo Flames _author. Hell, I'm on LinkedIn. Mo Flames _author. YouTube, they won't give me my name yet because I don't have enough people, but you can find me Mo Flames. I have a Pinterest account. I'm gonna start doing this. When the books are released, I will let you see my chaotic mind. People who know, like Shannon, know what my Pinterest board look like. My PAs know what my Pinterest board look like. My Patreon members know what my Pinterest board look like. In order for me to write my books, I have to have a Pinterest board. I got to see what my world or the story looks like. So I have all my pictures, and it is so much fun to see what it looks like the pictures of what's going on, whether it's their clothes, the style, what their mood, the mood boards. I create my mood boards that way. So Pinterest, Mo Flames _author. Patreon is very easy. Is Mo Flames _ I think it's just Mo Flames patreon.com//Mo Flames. Fairly easy. That's how you find me. Behind the Firewall, you will get, and I'll be honest, I haven't been on this week because full transparency. My mom has dementia. I have been going through it with my mom. I joked about it. It feels like 51st dates. Some days she doesn't even know what day it is. She doesn't know if she ate. She doesn't know. She just doesn't know. And that's difficult for me as her caretaker. So some days I just don't have it in me. But I'm very grateful for my Patreon members giving me the grace. But this is where you will find out everything about me. All the things that I am talking about, my characters, I will tell you there first. So join the Patreon in order to find out all the things with Mo Flames, all my books, the things I'm not telling Storm. Well, I'm not telling y'all because I tell Storm just behind the scenes. She'll know the titles. She'll know all those things.
But y'all never know.
But y'all won't know.
I don't say shit.
Y'all won't know. But come behind the Patreon, you'll know it all. I think that's everything. Like I said, I'm on every social site. You can't not miss me. Because Mo Flames _author, I'm the only Mo out there. Mo Flames. I'm not the only Mo. Only Mo Flames.
I just, before I get to my outro, Mo, you have helped me so much because my mom has dementia, early stage of dementia. So you kind of helped me deal with that. You know, um, you are always the life of the party when I'm like got the disgruntled face going on when we at book signings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always picking her ass up. But
I'm gonna
you
get my
know,
weight up.
you
Gotta
have
pick you up.
always put a smile on my face. You have become a very important part of this family because my husband adores you and loves you so much, even when you run in with the edibles. But but he adores you and always asks, "Is Mo gonna be there? Is Mo gonna be there?" You know, so I appreciate you as a friend. I did not know where it was going when I made that review,
Mm-hmm.
because when I made that review, it was wholeheartedly how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we have become really close, and I can text you about anything, talk to you about anything. And for those of y'all wondering about my club, Mo and Rowdy was one of the first people that knew my business plan and knew everything that I was doing and gave me the advice I needed to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
So thank them when y'all see the club. Thank them. So I just want to say, as a friend, I appreciate you so much. You calm down my crazy when I'm out here about to fucking go
Out.
Hulk smash at book signings on people. You really calm down my crazy and make me think reasonably. You don't look down on me with my mental illness. You don't make me feel like I'm a disabled person. You treat me like an equal, and I appreciate you so fucking much. That's why I will always go to war for you. Nobody can say anything bad because, baby, you fucking with your life. All right,
Same.
with
Same.
Mo. All right, I appreciate that. And on that, I'm finna get into the outro, and then I'm gonna get into the housekeeping because there are some businesses I think you should know about that need to work with you, because once again I say Mo deserves her flowers, and she should be number one in romance suspense. Like I, I I don't say this from being her friend. I say this because she's so talented. She should be she should outdo the biggest white authors because her shit is that fucking good.
I appreciate you. Let me give you your flowers again. I know people do, but you still need your flowers. But you give us this platform. Thank you for having this tonight. You didn't have to, and I know you do this quite often for everyone else. This was so you guys. She didn't. This was so random. I think you and I were just having a conversation one night, and I think I was just barreling off some other stuff. And you came and said, "You know something, Mo? I'm going to do another segment. New to you authors." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And you say, "You're going to be first." I'm like, "I am." And again, you always think about us independent authors. I appreciate you because sometimes I do feel overlooked. At the same time, it's not my time. You know what I'm saying? As long as I've been out, it's still not my time. And I'm okay with that. I'm still learning this business. I'm still out here getting all the knowledge I can until it is my time. I'm building that back catalog. So when people do find the Moverse, and when they find these, they are stuck. Like you said, the moment they get in, they can't get out. They are in it, and they want to keep seeing this world grow. That is the beauty of this part. They get to see the green. I mean, I told you, anytime we do these and I'm doing this, I get to go back and say, y'all, this shit was back in '08. You don't get to take that from Mo Flames. I've been in the game. I don't give a fuck. You just got here. I've been here. I've been here with the heavy hitters. I done met your heavy hitters. I was in the room with your New York Times bestsellers. I was sitting there with them, sitting side by side with the Zane. Met her. Met Mary Campbell. Met them all, sitting side by side. But it wasn't my time. When my time comes, it will be my time. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all that you do, giving me the platform to reach another reader that didn't know me. So when people come down here in the comments, what book are you talking about? And even if they don't get into it, that's cool. Because remember what I said, they're not my reader. I'm not going to be for everyone. I'm not going to argue with it. I'm not going to fight for it, because that reader, because I was just talking to a couple readers last night, the reader that gets it and the reader that's stuck, we're going to have the conversation the same way we do. Because forever and a day, that's why I downloaded that video. You are my reminder. You're my reader. Even Kenya. I'm one of Kenya's readers. Kenya's one of my. The fact that we could have communed about falling for Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That's forever and a day. You know what I'm saying? You don't lose your reader. BB Reed. I met BB at a Polycon, but it wasn't until in the grade that I got into her. You see what I'm saying? But she had a whole catalog before that. But that's how I found her. But when you find your author and you get into it, you're into them. And that's just it. You feel me? So when is my time? And I appreciate you forever and a day. I tell everybody, I say, if nobody else on this app go hard for me, it's you. And I don't worry about it. So when they hear me and they hear about me and they say, oh, I heard about you because Storm, I already know I'm good. But if they don't and they don't get me and everybody else is getting theirs, I'm okay. I want the reader that wants me and gets me and stays with me. Thank you, BB. It is. It's coming.
Yeah, it is. I'm just Deboing it.
Look at Debo. I told you can't Hulk smash every room. I told you.
I'm just
no. We can't Hulk smash every room.
No, it's just because I just believe in your work so much. You and Jay Neal,
girl, do your outro. We good, boo.
I just know because I just feel like y'all do such. You, Jay Neal, Ken Ray, Ken Greenville, Dari, Evelyn, Nicoyan, Twyla, Kenya Clark. Y'all do such good work with y'all writing that when I hear discourse, I be ready to fight.
Right.
Because y'all writing is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. You and I'm gonna just take you for instance. You in romance suspense. We don't have enough black women.
Right. I can agree with that.
Writing romance suspense to the point that it is better than the men that are in the genre. You know what I'm saying? And I get offended. And I know my opinion don't hold weight for a lot, and that's cool. But I'm going to say this. Mo writes better than your best motherfucking male author that is writing romance suspense. And I stand on that 100%. And y'all know I'm a psychological thriller fan. But Mo writes better than most of your male authors that write romance suspense. It is crazy that black women in romance suspense can't get the same recognition as a fucking male with a dick between his legs. Yeah. And I say that with my whole fucking chest.
Yeah.
We complain about women not being in certain genres, and those women who are in those fucking genres, especially black women, y'all don't recognize, or y'all say, oh, I ain't even know about that person. But you don't do your fucking homework, and then you sit up here and say, why ain't enough black women writing in that fucking genre? And you have one right here who's writing in that genre that is better than most men in that genre. FYI. And her shit should be a fucking series. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can't tell me different. And if you try to tell me different, you're liable to get cussed out. And it's not because I think that she's better than just everybody. What I think is that she's that goddamn good. So I will back it 100%. And I will go with her best friend, Jay Neal. I ain't never read a fighting scene as good as Jay Neal's fighting scenes.
I know.
In my fucking life.
Yeah. I'm going to her when it's time. Friend, help me.
I have never. You could put her up against some of these Hollywood motherfucking fighting scenes. I have never read a fighting scene, a comic relief fighting scene, or any of the other better than Jay Neal.
My fucking doing a fight scene. How about that?
That part. I have never. And I read everybody across the board. White, black, purple, green. I read them. But I have never. So, please, When I say your palette needs to be diverse,
Mm-hmm.
it even needs to be diverse in blackness
Yeah, agree.
because we are not a monolith.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, they are, BB. They are. They are very difficult. I'm not. Trust me, and that's why I take by her saying that. I really am thankful that she could take that, say that about me, because I know that is not easy to write. That they're not easy to write. And I was saying earlier before you came on that I read all the men. I read all the men that wrote romantic suspense, but I love them. So I'm like, I can write that shit. It ain't easy, but believe me, I'll be writing some shit.
He
I'll
does.
be
He
writing some.
does. And it's a mixture. You get African American, you get multicultural, you get interracial. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the fuck you gonna get, but you
Nope.
know that the goddamn plot is plotting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get to this outro, and then I'm gonna get into the shit that y'all need to know as authors that you probably won't find on the internet. All right. From chaos to craft, Mo Flames proves that suspense and passion don't just coexist, they combust on the page. If you haven't been baptized in the fire of her books yet, what are you doing? Go support, go read, and get your life in the Moverse. This has been another episode of Negro in Distress, Black Girl Tired Book Talk, where we highlight Black indie authors and proven allies who are unafraid to write the hard stories, the wild ones, and the ones that make you sit with yourself after the last page. Until next time, stay love, stay loud, and stay black on motherfucking purpose. All right, we're gonna get into this fucking housekeeping, y'all. Now, Mo,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so sad that you won't be in Arlington or Chicago. I'm so sad. I you or J Neil, yeah, I'm so sad.
I know we was trying to do Arlington. I was trying.
I'm so sad. But Arlington is the 25th and the 26th in Arlington, Virginia, and Fairfax, Virginia. So if you haven't got your tickets, there's some available, and there will be walk-up tickets, so you will be able to walk in and get tickets. And then we have our 2-year anniversary in Chicago, where it all fucking started, where Mo and Neil and Teresi and Kenya Bright even came from out of country, came and showed their fucking support in Nicoyan. And it was a time. It was so much fun, even though Mo stole my shit. Right? Not letting it go. She even stole my husband's shit into Tulsa.
What happened? What I do?
Right. But we had a good fucking time, and it won't be. It will be a time. So we are having spice and teas. That's the meet and greet, and that will be foodies that love to read. Her spices plus wine and food, and then you have teas that are made by the Urban Tea Room, where she turns your characters into teas with the books and blend box. So if you are an author looking to turn your character into something different, she has a tea box that turns your character into the flavor that they are. And that's the books and blends. And she is urbantearoom.com. And she is also a sponsor of Chicago Boozy Book Tour. And if you are looking for an author who gives you contemporary and comedy and fucking a lot, that's Evelyn Sosa. She is also a sponsor of the
With an L, Solar.
Sola. I said Sola.
You said Sosa.
I said Sosa. Sola, who is also a sponsor for the Boozy Book Tour in Chicago. And if you are looking for sweets for your table, cookies, cake jars, eSweetsIndie.com. She makes them. And she is also a sponsor for the Boozy Book Tour in Chicago. Now, Boozy Book Tour in Chicago is going to be 45 authors. 1. 2, it's going to be a brunch at the duplex where it's going to be house music, trap music, mimosas, and food.
Damn, no.
Yeah, it's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. Mo, that was right up your alley.
Girl, you gonna make me want to come anyway. I can't.
That was right up your alley.
Girl, you gonna make me really. We gonna think about coming. I don't have to come as no attendant. I should just come as a reader for real.
Usually,
Like, I
authors,
can come for
but
a
the
reader.
author tables are sold out.
No, I can come as a reader. That's what I'm saying. I can come as a reader, support everybody. I can still come as a reader because I feel like, since you said the tables are so, I can come as a reader, and that way I can still come get some edibles.
It's going to be a whole lot of that because there is going to be some infused cupcakes available for sale.
You gonna give me your cupcake?
No, nigga. Stop stealing my shit. Damn.
He said you eat your cupcake.
Jesus. And as you know, next year we are having the Melanin Ball in Las Vegas. Yes, Lord Jesus. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and you are grown, not our business. Okay? It is a pajama jam for 3 whole days. First day, we're taking you to the movies because we want you to see House Party, where the whole pajama jam idea come from. Then we're taking to laser tag and arcade. And then we are taking you to karaoke. Yes, Mo.
You said 3 days. Wearing our pajamas for 3 days.
You can wear different pajamas.
Okay.
It's just for the events, not for the rest of the time.
Okay. But pajamas.
Oh my God.
I got you. I just want to make sure. Pajamas.
It's pajamas. Pajamas that are legal, people.
Oh, because I sure was about to put on the look.
Please don't be like Crystal and Elaine talking about can we wear pasties? Jesus Christ. And y'all be talking about, I just love my favorite author. They wild as hell.
I was just checking.
And then the second day, we are going to have the Melanated Culture book signing. And then we're going to have the Indie Literary Awards. If you have not nominated your favorite author, or you are an author, have not put it in your group to let them nominate you, you're missing out. Because what's on that list is what's on that list. So, and we're going to vote. All right? So you got to July 19th. The link is in my smile. All right? And then after that, DJ Pilot, who was at the in Tulsa, will be on the ones and twos playing 90s hip hop and R&B. More hip hop than R&B, but yeah. And we're going to be on the dance floor dancing our Kid and Play, Reebok, and all that stuff all night long until 12 o'clock.
In pajamas.
It's a pajama jam.
I'm definitely wearing a teddy.
Wear deodorant.
I'm wearing a teddy.
That's why your ass was out in Tulsa. What the hell? Booty cheeks everywhere. Booty cheeks everywhere with Mo ass. And then we have Denver. Denver will be June 19th and 20th, and that is a dungeon night. The first night is a meet and greet, and that is a sex toy workshop. And then we're going to have a Schmex worker come in and tell you all the things you need to know to please your significant other. Or just a one-night stand. However, whatever you want to do, that's your business. Okay? And then a second night is going to be the Dungeon Night book signing. The book signing is multicultural, interracial, BDSM, and erotica. That is it. We may have just a sprinkle of other genres, but that's the bulk of what is going to be there. So if that's not for you, this is not for you, okay?
That was June 27th?
No, June 19th and June 20th.
Got it. Okay.
And then that evening, we will have a BDSM kink night. Kink play and all that stuff, interactive. You must sign an NDA. No phones are allowed in the evening. And you must be 21 and over. It will be at the Church Nightclub in Denver, Colorado. And yeah, it's going to be a night. And what happens in Denver stays in Denver. Okay?
Okay.
Nobody needs to know what you're doing in your BDSM fantasies. Okay? And if you bring your significant other, be prepared.
I hope so.
Because if you're not, just make sure you don't interact. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, okay. So we have canceled the Why Choose event in Seattle, Washington. Why? Because we will be doing a 2027 Haunted Mansion Fantasy Masquerade Ball, 75 plus authors, over 200 to 300 readers, Savannah, Georgia, the Andes Hyatt Savannah Hotel, and we are doing it big. So if you are author in suspense, thriller, paranormal, romance, fantasy, romanticy, horror, sci-fi, Afrofuturism, anime, and comic books, this might be the event for you. We are doing it big this go around. But before you even get to us, if you are a sci-fi, paranormal, or comic book anime person, you might want to go to Jess. Jess is doing an event called Fate in the A. Ooh. And that is going to happen October 23rd to the 25th, 2026. Our event is in 2027. Our applications open October 28th. I don't know to call it applications because it's first serve. First, y'all know how the Booty Book Tour is. First come, first serve. And for Jess, it's open now. Go ahead and get your table right now. Right now.
Fate in the A, girl. I like that. Can I just? I want to come as a reader. I just want to be there because I don't.
And Jess, are you still in here? Are readers' tickets open yet? I don't know if the tickets are open. I just know that the author tables are open.
Or if she need me to help, she know I'm down here. I'll help her. So whatever I'll hit her up because I gotta hit her about the pages anyway. So I hit her up.
But hey, hit her up because they have a page on Instagram called Fate in the A.
Okay, I hit her up.
And so hit her up.
She with Brit on live. I hit her up either way. So either way, because I gotta hear about the pages anyway. So I hit her up.
Okay. And so if you are interested in Black events hosted by Black people, whether they are AA or IR, the page you need to go to is Book Me There. And if you are an event host or author who has a signing, let her know Jaleesa reads. Go to her page and say, hey, I have a signing coming up and I would like to have it posted on Book Me There. That is on TikTok and on Instagram. A lot of us Black readers, that's our go-to page for events. So even if you write IR, you are still a Black author. Just make sure you go to her so you can get your signing put on there. All right. So now let's talk about businesses. We have so many readers that got their own fucking businesses that help authors.
I think she's on that.
Cole, Ducati Mob is 3 is locked. Yeah. If you haven't got Cole's book, get that book right now. Ducati Mob. I love it. That's you know what? You need to talk to him. He kind of
I met him when he was here. We didn't get to talk though. Because he was working.
You need to talk to him. He kind of writes like street lit romance suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he listens to us women.
Oh yeah. I read everybody. I'm a chaotic reader, so I read everything. So,
but
I've been seeing this. I've been seeing it. I think I'm in his group too.
You need to talk to him. I think he can learn a lot from you. Yeah, for real. And Cole, you need to reach out to her.
Yeah, I put his name out there to someone, but that's why I said I needed to talk to Micah because I thought she was gonna pick Cole, but she talked to Micah, so it's all good. They'll probably get. We'll get to Cole.
Cole's gonna be next month. I'm gonna talk to Cole. I already talked to him before, but I'm gonna talk to him next month. I will, and I'll listen. Yeah, hit her up, Cole, in her DMs, and y'all like talk because I think you're gonna learn from her because you write from a suspense type style, not romance but suspense. So yeah.
Okay.
But readers that you need to look out for, Tylee. She is an editor that has done some of the biggest names in the indie world. She has Marked by Tylee, MARK' by Tylee. And then you have Nicole, who is booked and fucking busy. Okay? Booked and busy. Not only does she have a podcast called Pop Your Ish, she also is a PR consulting and she does street team and art teams. So if you did not know, she does street teams and art teams, authors. Get with her. So you can get your street team and art team and alleviate you from some of that pressure that you have to do on your own as an indie author. You got to pay for it, but it alleviate some of that pressure. All right. Okay. And then we have Natalie, who owns what I was just talking about, the Urban Tea Room. She makes tea. She done made one for Product of the Street, Victoria C, Quail J, Denise, all of them. These teas are so fucking good. I'm crying because one of the teas I like drunk the fuck out of, and now I gotta get another one. But yeah, she makes teas. She makes book boxes. So if you are looking to turn your characters into teas instead of just a regular book box, she got you.
Strawberry tea?
Yeah. She does. I'm allergic, but she has.
I know you're allergic to strawberry, but peach mango or something, I need to holler.
But she also has holistic stuff.
Oh.
She also has holistic teas and stuff outside of the book box that she gets from Jamaica. Yes, girl. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so then you have Jess. I mentioned her. She has a event coming up called Faye and the A with her husband Lewis, and it's about sci-fi, paranormal, and fantasy. So if you are interested in those genres, or you're a reader on the lookout for a black event, that's her. And yeah, 2026, October 23rd through the 25th. And then she also sprays pages on your books. She's good with it. It's called the Bibliophile Boutique. That is her company. And she also does street teams and art teams. So check her out. And then you have Lady Creole. Lady Creole has a big following. And she is now starting her own promotional and marketing team for black authors that are in the black author space. So if that is you and you want the marketing to be top tier, it's her. She also gives you your flowers because she has a new podcast in which she interviews authors every Sunday on Instagram Live. So if you are interested in any of that, hit her up in the DMs respectfully. We're just talking about your Rita Baker. And next person is the Rita Baker. E-Sweets. Erica makes the best fucking cookies and cookie jars I have ever tasted in my fucking life. And I don't put nobody past my mama, because my mama, she be baking. But Rita Baker got it. You could tell the soul in those cookies. They're moist. They come to you and they be moist and soft and oh god. My back ain't never gonna be unbacked. I'm big. But so you need to check her out, and she also is a sponsor of the Boozy Book Tour, and she will be in Vegas doing Bake and Trap. So she gonna teach you how to make them moist ass cookies while we drink and listen to trap music in the loft in Las Vegas. So that's our brunch for Las Vegas right there, the Bake and Trap. And then you have my ace, my business partner, my friend Shannon, who owns not only just making merch for authors, shot glasses, shirts. She makes websites. She has her own book box subscription, but she owns her own bookstore. And every penny towards her bookstore goes to her mobile bookstore in the DFW area. So if you are an author saying, I can't get my book in a bookstore, fuck Barnes and Nobles. Fuck all of them. The indie bookstores need you. So get your book in her indie bookstore. And that is the Literary DFW. And like I said, she makes websites. She makes merch. She makes shot glasses. She makes all that stuff. And she also has a subscription box. So if you want your book in her box, talk to her. Hit her up. I'm just saying. Yeah. And then you have Tori Moore. She has more promotion. It was more editing and more promotion.
All that and more.
All that and more. She has an editing company as well. See, black people be black people.
Well, that's my editor. I wouldn't know. So. One of my editors I wouldn't know.
you got to get in where you fit in. So you need to hit her up as well. So you have options, people. You have options, all right? And then you have Book to Travel. They are a sponsor for the Las Vegas leg the Boozy Book Tour, Book to Travel will help you plan a book trip based off of the character, the situation in your book. And say it's in Jamaica. We're going to make a trip to Jamaica to those spots.
Yep.
So check out Book to Travel. Now, let's get into podcasts. As I said, Pop Your Ish by Nicole. Booked and Busy. You have Jaleesa Reeds that has one on Instagram Live. You have to hit her up in her DMs. And you have Lady Creole that has a podcast. You got to hit her up in her DMs every Sunday. So make sure you get in where you fit in. Don't say you don't know shit because I just gave you a whole lot. And for me, if you are looking to get this, shut up.
I said what Jonathan did. He about to
He left out the house. If you are looking to get your books, Papa. Jesus. If you are looking for this interview, it will be on YouTube. I have now been up to date with my YouTube posts. They are all up there. And this one will be up there tomorrow. So y'all ain't got to DM me. I got it. I promise you. I'm trying to be better.
Like, yo, what about show at, yo?
Cause yo, they be on my ass.
They want to see them. They want to see themselves.
They be on my ass.
Dope interviews, girl. You slipping.
Yo, I was at a book event in Raleigh, and a reader came up to me, Storm, I just love your podcast. And then it went like, oh, okay. But
Can you put them up on time? We be waiting for.
She was like, can you make sure that you put the videos up, because I'm a fan, but I'll be waiting for these videos forever.
I'm saying, you know what I'm just mad about? That we can't see like the chat. I mean, if you were to do it, if we were to cast,
I wish.
That'd be so dope, because I live for sometimes these little comments down here. I live for that. I'll be loving when we have everybody in and everybody coming in and out. Because I was just saying, when Cole came in, I was like, hey, Cole, because I met him.
Yeah, I wish.
At BRBF, and
somebody text me DM me was like, hey, I missed the BB Reed interview. Where that?
I know. That's why I was like, yo, I'm telling you, I was like, how the fuck I just like, man, that had me so hot. That and LaToya. Because you knew we talked about that. And I was like, how the fuck
somebody was like, what LaToya interview? I said, let me put this shit up. Because y'all better keep cussing me out in these days.
You ain't hardly no friend, but that's all right.
What you mean? What you mean? What I do?
Between LaToya and BB, you knew I wanted to be on here for both of them. I said that when you.
But I knew you were busy.
Okay.
I'm
gonna let you get that because you know I was, but still, you could have been like, Mo, jump on real quick. But it's okay. It's all right though. I'll watch. It's not the same because BB here with me, and that's why I was like, yo, been real good, But it's all good. It's all good.
You know what? What Shelly P talking about? I ain't no friend when I be a friend to her ass. But I remember that shit. Remember that shit come when I'm podcasting in LA for your event. Remember what you just said. Remember that.
And trust me, I wanted to come to LA, but twice in LA, Shelly, I can't do twice the LA fees, girl. I barely want to pay for this ticket to go to LA House, sis. I so bad. I was so excited because the simple fact, if you see the outfit I got, bitch, I was
what outfit?
That was a denim. That's a denim.
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing Daisy Dukes.
Girl, I was ready, but I can't afford to do. I can't do.
Not this bitch. You see what she said? My bad. I'm sleepy. I'm not in my right mind. That wasn't.
He pulled the Shaggy. Shelly pulled the Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Whatever. I'm gonna remember that shit. I am going to remember that.
Oh
shit.
My god, that's why I said I just love my author friends. I get to meet y'all. Make this so much fun. This is why I love us indie authors.
That's why I said this community is fucking great.
I love it.
And the drama that y'all be talking about don't be at these book events.
He said, "Who said you want to go?" Put him in my mouth.
Lord.
Damn, I said, well, you can't get this in that damn video. I'm mad. If somebody screenshot him so you can put him in the video afterwards.
So, okay. So I'm going to name the events that I'm going to podcast at. I will be at K. Renee's Gem Awards. I will be podcasting there. I don't know if I'm doing a panel. I have no idea yet, but I will be podcasting on the campus consortium.
Okay.
If you see me strolling, mind your business. I did not shake my ass. No, no, I did not.
I will have the video, y'all, so it happened.
I did not. Okay. Y'all ain't see shit. And then I will also be at the ICU. No, before then. I will be at the Black Writers Weekend. It to me it's all right. It's just us. So I can be frank with y'all. I am nervous, y'all.
I know you are.
I am nervous for the simple fact this is my first time being a moderator in person. I mean, I know on Boozy Boots where I ask y'all questions and shit, but I'm gonna be in a professional setting.
Oh, you are. And you gonna be in the room with some heavy motherfucking.
And I am doing the paranormal moderation for that panel with Nikki Clark. Yeah.
Hey, she's so sweet, girl. You be fine. You be fine.
I know every time I see her, I be wanting to cry.
She cool. She cool people.
But the thing about it is, I also got invited to the mixer.
Oh,
where
get me and tell us, hey, Mo want to come.
I got invited to the mixer
out of here. Mo can't come.
But the mixer is going to have some people that have been watching my podcast, some executives that have been watching my podcast, and this could make or break my podcast. Not in the sense that I won't stop doing it, but in the sense that it could be a situation where it's on TV.
I love it for you if you do.
So I have to carry myself a certain type of way. Not that I can't code switch, because a bitch can code switch like the best of them. Okay. All right. But I'm nervous. And then I also received my Influencer of the Year award. I'm just nervous, y'all.
You should be.
I'm just nervous because
but guess what? But nervous is a good thing, and you know I was too, because you know the two places that, believe it or not, and I know how you feel, but I'm gonna say this real quick. These events that we go to, whether run by a black person or white person, for me, you know, that's why I said the box that I'm in is because the box is where they made a box, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go to these places because that's where readers are. I want readers. I can't worry about the people who don't want me. I go where I can find my readers.
Mm-hmm.
You're going because this is a level for you to level up. You're nervous because it is what it is. We do it scared, sis. Do it scared. I was scared as fuck to talk in a room with over 300 people.
Yo!
With those 300 people, I am down two tables from a New York Times bestseller. Fuck everything else. People were looping around. Wait, you the girl that was at that panel today? Where's that book? I want that book. That's why I said this book that's coming out in September. I ain't worried. That's why I said my season will be my season.
Yeah.
And my readers will find me because my readers hear me on panels. The people who are supposed to be there are going to see you and they will talk to you. Be you. Don't change nothing up for you. Don't do nothing different other than you. Go on as you. We're gonna talk anyway. We'll talk offline.
I'm just like I said, I'm nervous.
We're gonna get you set. I'm be here in Atlanta when you get here. I'll be there in the audience yelling. I'm talking to you. I'm like, I got my ticket, but can I sit up first? I can talk to my girl. So you know, I want to make sure that you and look, BB just said it. Nervous is normal. But I think you'll fall right into it. You really are. And that's for real, all jokes aside.
You know what got me nervous? You know what happened? What got me nervous? Whew. So, I got a DM from an executive producer, from a heavyweight executive producer. And she was like, I just like how you just authentic. Now, mind you, I have been stressing how so many people be in my DMs talking about you need to stop drinking, you need to stop talking about pop-up, you need to stop, cussing, you need to do, interview your what was it? My book reviews are too long, they're too thorough type. It was a lot. So for her to come back and say, hey, we like that. We like all of that you're doing. I can't wait to meet you in Atlanta.
Oh.
Whoa.
So she had to hear from somebody else, huh?
No, it was because I know what y'all be saying, and I do agree with y'all, but it's different when you, and mind you, I had to do my research because I had to go find out if this bitch was real.
Yeah, yeah.
And
As you
so
should.
I went and found out this bitch was real, and I was like, oh, she the real deal.
Okay.
And so then when she said that, I was like, oh. She said, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we've been watching you for a while.
Yeah.
We're just looking for the opportunity, and I can't wait to meet you in Atlanta. What?
Wow. Yeah, you never know. You never know who's out here watching you. You never know who's in the room watching with you. That's why I said this thing where I mentioned earlier about this crashing out, these moments of crashing out. You have to do it.
Yo.
Yeah, but your brand is your brand. You man, listen. If Kenya went back to find that video of you down here in your damn camera, learning how to fucking use your motherfucking camera on TikTok, and where you back here now, where we've seen you, where you have come into your own, where you have background shit, you went through a whole new.
I
You've
did.
been going through some branding, so it is what it is. This is your.
She said she been watching. The executive said they've been watching me for the last year during my podcast, and she
Wow.
loved the elevation of where I was asking questions. And this is crazy, y'all. I was asking questions that I thought the readers wanted to know instead of questions that I actually wanted to know. And so when I start changing up, and that's when y'all start saying I was asking SAT questions because those were the questions I wanted to know.
Right.
And so she said when I changed it up like that, they really wanted to pitch me. So I can announce this right now. At Black Writers Weekend, I will be doing a live podcast off the fly.
Awesome. Now when you do it live, are you going to be talking to anyone or just okay?
Their pick, their choice.
Okay, that's gonna be exciting. Because see, here's the thing that I love about you, and this is your brand. You do go off the script. You go off the script. You're very much what do they call it? Not ad lib. What is it? When people do it, when they do it just without spontaneous. You're spontaneous.
Yeah.
You don't think about it. You come not prepared. Not saying not prepared, but you just don't sometimes think about the question. You just say, hey, I know what I want to ask the people. Sometimes I don't. It just comes because I've read their books. I just think about this the way I want to. But you have thought-provoking questions because you come at a different way. And we've talked about this before, how sometimes you can go to some of these podcasts and they don't ask very in-depth questions. Or sometimes they haven't read the book. Or if they read the book, they're not very well thought out questions. It becomes, here's my thing. I'm being honest with my people that are on the call right here on this live. I'm not trying to sell you my book. My book gonna sell itself. Okay. All I'm trying to do is for you to get to know me, the author behind it, who wrote the book. My personality speaks for itself. Like this girl who's always clowning, smiling, everything. This person who wrote the book. I've heard readers at panels say they loved the book, but the moment they met the author is why they stopped reading the books. So for me, it's like my brand is my brand. You're gonna love the brand, you're gonna love the books. So for you, you have a brand. You are who you are. People are gonna enjoy you because you are the way you are. You really take care to how you interview anybody. Hell, one day I said, oh, we doing facial shit now. We're doing drinks. You do it all, girl, but you do it in such a way that, damn, I want to be interviewed by her. I don't give a shit. I want to bring in some face cream, some ass cream. Girl, go get your ask me everything. That ass don't itch no more. Ask everything. Like, I would have never thought of that question. And I think I've seen that all the time. You always ask the questions that no one ever thinks of. And you see us all. I love it being in the comments or love watching. Like, oh, they don't know what they answer. Now they be sitting there like, oh, motherfucker, like, do you know your book? Bitch, you don't even know your book. You sit there like, huh? I be dead. I mean, oh, she got him that time. See, you can know your book, but it's like your questions will have them sitting there like, yeah, that was good. And I swear, you have every author sitting here looking silly to my damn. Like, Ma, damn, why you ask me that, Storm? Don't you go to any other podcast like, oh, so what you, girl, I like that man and didn't. No, we come to you We about to have a time because we're gonna know your questions are gonna have us sitting here going, girl, that's a good ass question. I don't even know. The fuck was I thinking when I wrote that? So no, girl, they knew because you're not the average podcaster. You're not.
You know what, Mo? I just feel like it ain't okay, BB. Not too much. Not too much.
Right. Exactly. I'm telling you, I have to affirm on that. I don't know nobody else. This is why I love coming to her. She know offline who I'll be mad about not wanting to go to their shows, but I'm like, I'm coming to your show to talk about my books because I know I'm going to get. If somebody's watching her podcast or listening to her, they're going to want to read and they're going to want to read my book because she's extensively asking me the questions. Now, as the author, I cannot answer her questions. Well, shit, they probably like, well, I want to read the book. She can't even tell about my she did her job. First of all, I'm going to want to read it because they don't know how to tell me about their book. But at the same time, I don't think I want to read that book because, damn, they don't know about their own book. Did they write their book? So, yeah, but no, she is really good. Girl, you're good at it. So they knew. They knew.
I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? She's the hood intellect.
Yes. She really is, man.
I'm happy that they scoping me out. It's just nerve wracking, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I bet it is.
It's just nerve wracking because I'm like, I have to be my authentic self, but at the same time, okay, I gotta pick and choose my authentic self because not everybody can take my authenticity,
authenticity,
authenticity as face value without coming off like mean or harsh or something like that. So I have to pick and choose what part of my authentic self that I bring to the table. Unfortunately, that's the thing. So as a black woman, you don't want to come off angry.
Right.
And as a black woman, you don't want to come off submissive at the same time. Right. So I have to find this balance. So I have been in the frame of mind trying to figure out my balance.
Yeah. Reading the room. Just walking in there reading the room because I never want to tell you to dim your shine.
Yeah.
Places because this is not a place to dim your shine. I'm just telling you because I've been there, so I saw what it was like. That is not a place to dim your shine. That is a place to shine, and I'm talking about motherfucking shine, sis.
Yeah.
That's a place to shine. You're going to be in a room. When I say the heavy hitters, I just mean these are people who have been in the
know. She sent me.
So you don't need to dim your shine. I mean, and she was here on the show to tell you had your prima donnas who were coming for her. So you had to take a step back, like I would have cussed this chick out and take a step back, like
Yeah.
So you don't really have to because you're gonna meet the people who really are assholes in person. They don't want to meet your idols because sometimes people who are your idols are really a-holes. So they're gonna be people that you think or people that you think are cool or probably not gonna be so cool. And other people who are just what it is. So it's just read the room, but you're gonna be fine. Don't tone down too much of who you are because this is why they told you. Because if here's why I'm saying that. You come in any different, they're gonna feel like you came in fake and you're not gonna do what they wanted you to do. You see what I'm saying? Right. Anything different. That's why I said what I said. I went to those panels and that was me. You're gonna get more flames either way. And this is me on, and my family even know. This is me on and off. You just get my pen name for protection because my full-time job, these motherfuckers coming for me. But my full-time gig, if they do ever catch us, like, y'all motherfuckers, it's still not my real name. Yeah. But do not dim your shine. This is why they found you. This is what they found you for. If they didn't, and you go anything different, then guess what? That's not what they got you for. Now it's like, hold up, Storm. We came for Storm. You bought fucking a raindrop. The fuck you bought a raindrop for? Bitch, we didn't want raindrops.
And that's why I want to tell everybody, like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, because there's somebody else that do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They see who I am as a person, and they cool with that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, the fact that Amazon is looking at me like that, or any of these streaming services, and it brings me joy.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I get to put other people on.
Yeah.
I don't do it by myself. I get to put other people on. Yeah. That's the excitement I get out of it. Not because I get the show or whatever may come from this. I get to put other people like, hey, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my excitement for it. And for all of y'all that sent those DMs anonymously that think I am fishing for compliments. I am not. Because even though I don't say I'm a bad bitch, I know I'm a bad bitch. I'm just not going to say it. I'm going to show you I'm a bad bitch. Okay?
And you always gonna have that storm. People, that's the other thing. And you don't even have to address them. And addressing them is actually giving into what they want, giving them the attention. And that you don't ever have to address them. Don't ever anything that's in there, you don't ever have to give that to them. That's on them. That it literally is a projection. That is a projection of them. You are, this is your time. If you're sharing with everyone else what is coming to you, that's you. And for them to think you're fishing for something, it's like, what do you mean? I'm getting it.
I think people think it's hard to believe that there's actually people that actually want to help other people.
Yeah, it is hard because there's people who don't receive that. And that's what I'm saying. It's a projection because they're not getting it. If you don't get it, you can't believe it. Like, why would they help you? Why not? Why wouldn't someone want to help me? But because no one's helping them, it's easier to say, well, why would they help you? Why wouldn't they want to help me? I'm someone that's worthy of help. You're not, because maybe you're not doing the things for people to come to because you're too busy being a person that's not worthy of being helped. You get what I'm saying? So and I'm just saying, again, just going back to all these things that you tend to share, you got to remember there are people out here, follow me here. There are people who will pray for you, pray against you.
That is true.
So you're everything you're out here saying, everything you're sharing, there are going to be people over here with you and people that are going to be against you always. And as you grow, those DMs are coming from all people who mean you well and don't mean you well. And that's why, guess what? It's anonymous. Because if you about it, say who you are. Come show your face.
Because I
know who keep it real with me. Because that's what I'm saying. Why give anonymous any type of attention? Because who the fuck is anonymous other than Bobby Valentino, Miss Anonymous? And Troy was talking about that shit. I brought that back. But don't be giving no anonymous person no type of airtime. Don't nobody know who the fuck they are. Who the fuck are they? Nobody. They said they were anonymous. So they shouldn't get no type of attention. Why would you sit here and tell them anything? If they really was about it, they would have said who they was. Come in. I'd have been like, it's Mo. And I feel like you don't need no fucking compliments, Storm. But since I can't tell you, I'm going to come in as an anonymous, scary motherfucker who feel like I should get the compliments and project that shit on you. Because I don't have 13, I don't even know how many people you got following you, but you got all these motherfuckers who don't even know you following you, liking you, coming to your lives to hear you talk and love that you talk, that they talking to you, that we actually talk back to you. And so I'm going to come in your inbox and actually tell you I don't think that you fishing for that. Like that's something I should be saying to you. Like, no, for real.
I will say this. I'm gonna say this before I go on to the next event that I'm gonna be at. I am about that life. That's it. That's all. Okay, the next event I'm gonna be at is the next event I'm gonna be at is the ICU event that's gonna be in Detroit, and that's August 23rd. And that is going to be me chasing Brandon Massey around the event space. Okay. Because him and Tessa Stone.
I'm so jealous. Can you I'm gonna get you, I'll make sure the book I send you, make sure he signed it, even though we ain't meet, just say your other.
I just get it signed and just have her send it, and I'll send it to you.
Okay, that'll work.
But yes, Brandon Massey, I know a lot of other people are going to be there, but for me, Brandon Massey and Tessa Stone are my top two. Okay. So, and Beverly Jenkins is going to be there as well. But Brandon Massey is going to be there. So while I'm podcasting, in between podcasting at this event, I am going to be in Brandon Massey's face like a stalker, looking for anything.
Listen, just you can what do you call it? What is it? Facebook me or whatever. The live, not live, but you call me.
I'm going to FaceTime you.
Yeah, do that.
I'm going to FaceTime.
Just do that. Just so both of us can have that moment. So I can have one little fangirl moment, like my author friend.
I'm bringing all my Brandon Massey books and all my Tessa Stone books, and I am.
Just do that for me, friend.
I got you. I know Jonathan's gonna be sitting there pouting, but I got you.
He'll be fine. He can talk to me for 5 minutes while you do
what
that.
You mean you not going? You are going.
Jonathan, you gotta go because she gotta call me. So I can see him.
It'll be all right. We gonna see Brandon Massey together in Tessa Stone. Okay.
And then it's more Brandon.
Huh?
It's more Brandon than her. I mean, you with Tessa. I want Brandon.
I want both.
Okay.
I Brandon, because a lot of y'all ain't been fans of him for a long time.
Right.
I've been a fan of him since the beginning.
Since the beginning.
So I am in there.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
And the next event I will be podcasting at will be the Los Angeles event with Shelly P. And that'll be the Denim, Converse, and Book event takeover. I will be there podcasting. Booked and Busy will be the host. So it's going to be a fucking time. Okay. So, and I'm going to be where the food at and where the bitches.
Okay.
Where's Strip Club?
Okay.
Just saying. Yeah. If I can't wear all the colors that I want, I at least can get to see some ass. Just saying. But those are all the things I am podcasting at for now. And as far as Storm and Friends overseas, I am still looking for sponsors in regards to Air Japan to sponsor us for our first trip, which will be in Japan, where we'll be meeting Kenya Wright and any other author that is in Asia or in the United States who wants to fly over, so we can find out where all the Black bookstores are in Japan. And this will be vlogged on YouTube and on Amazon Prime. So if you are wanting to be a part of that, that stuff will happen next year. I'll put it out there so you can be 5 readers of the 3 friends that I will be bringing with me. All right. But that's it. That's all I got.
Wonderful. It's always a pleasure. You already know. It's fun when we get together. Always.
We gotta get together in September when you drop the book. We gotta get back together in September when you drop the book.
Oh, for sure. I know you are, because you're gonna be like, it's still, I mean, shit, I can't not write something suspenseful and can't not give you a nest egg in that shit. No. I just listen. It's a shared world, and I'm following the parameters of that. But then once I get out the parameters, I'm on most sides. You know how I do. I did it with Reckless Desire. I do me. Once I follow that thing, then I slide on over here and do more things. Just know, Ryder.
Okay.
His name is Ryder Cox.
What? Wait, what you just say?
His name is Ryder Cox.
Ryder Cox.
Ryder Cox.
Right?
Ryder Cox.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you know I put puns all in my damn shit. Cox.
Right. Mm-hmm. On that note, y'all, we gonna go. I don't know who's going live after this. I'll probably be on whoever live it is. But y'all make sure y'all get all of the
well, all right then. Just saying.
Hold up them books, Mo. Tell us the 1 to the 3 to the 4s.
All right. If you're gonna get in it, you gotta start here where it all started. 1 ain't enough. She told me I put them all 3. Oh, why did 1 ain't enough?
1 still ain't enough, and 1 is enough. And then what happens after that?
Well, shit, Troy upstairs. Troy. Well, technically after that, it would be this.
Reckless Desire.
Then his brother.
Falling for Jordan.
Do I have I don't see what you call it in here. Then I got Love and
A Minor. Y'all, that's such a good book.
Oh my God, I don't see Make You Mine. You gotta Make You Mine. Make You Mine out in here. Make You Mine out in here. Make you and that's your man. I'm sorry, I ain't got your man in here. I'm sorry. Y'all, her man ain't in here. Listen, she probably about to cut me off.
Why
No,
you got everybody else but MJ?
it's probably over there. Like I'm on this side of the content space, but it's over there. It's probably on that side of the content space. On that side. And you know I'm trying to get ready for this event on Saturday. Don't come for my neck.
That ain't no excuse not to have MJ in the.
That's my excuse. I'm getting ready for Saturday. It's already packed. These are the ones that were sitting on my desk though.
I feel like MJ ain't getting justice.
That lawyer get justice the way he get justice.
I don't know.
That lawyer be getting it all. He get it. He good. Let me see. I put up my phone. I put up my phone. Hold on.
Don't play with my man. He don't even get a book on the screen. He get the phone screenshot. What the fuck? That's wild.
He got a phone. It's just over there. I'm trying to tell you. Matter of fact, that's why I'm gonna tell my husband bring the other one. Cause Troy, you know, girl, you know how I feel about.
Nobody care about his own dirty
I
stuff.
be licking that damn cover. You know I lick that cover, that green cover. His sexy self.
Nobody care about him.
The nipples, girl. Did you see the water glistening all over his body?
Nobody care about him.
The water just glistening all over his body.
I have never not liked a good body, but him, the fact that it's attached to him downstairs, I don't want it.
Girl, him downstairs got a him downstairs.
Him and Jamal can go to the seventh.
No, just Jamal. Don't put him in there with Jamal. Jamal is gone.
I said he a villain and a victim. That don't mean that I don't like his ass.
You cannot like him, but you hate Jamal.
Oh, no. I don't hate Jamal. I hope that the fingernails get pulled off and the bat with the nails get rammed through. I despise that nigga.
Okay. So there's a chance for Joey.
Never. I don't give a damn how many times you resurrect this nigga. Tell Lazarus no.
She said tell Lazarus no.
What? The fuck? No.
She said tell Lazarus no. Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
And I just want to preface this. Y'all know she write good characters if I'm sitting here having a whole fit about them.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
It don't matter because MJ is all I need.
I got you. I got you. Listen, when you find out this shit with regardless, that whole thing with because Club Infinity, that's where all the shit go down too. So
I know.
So when that whole thing pop up with what goes down in Club Infinity, that's where your boy get his whole story. When that's his club and all that shit pop off in their club.
Oh, and I just want to say this before we leave. The reason why my club is the way it is, not because I didn't want to do it already, but it's because the way it is. It's because of Mo's Club Infinity in Chicago.
Well, the spur from that, all of that.
Yeah.
So look, we go back to this book.
So if you read her book, you kind of get a gist of how my club is going to be. Just adjust. Because it's a mixture of her and Cassandra Charles.
That girl right there.
So if you have not read their books, you need to read their books because then you'll know how Club Shadow Realm is going to be.
Joyride, right? Please read that.
So if you read her books, you'll meet. If you read Mo's book, Club Desire, and you read Cassandra Charles' Joyride, put them together. That's Shadow Realm.
Ooh, girl, you ain't even tell me that. See, that gave me a hope. Okay, that's okay. So when I got a good. Okay, so then I will be able to write MJ a little bit better now. You gave me that vision.
So,
okay.
Club Desire, how you wrote Club Desire.
Okay.
How Cassandra Charles wrote Joyride.
I got you.
And you put those together.
I got you.
My BDSM club, Shadow Realm.
I got you. Okay. I got a visual friend. Say less. Matter of fact, how about I go ahead and write yours in there, Chicago? But I can switch the name up. It could be something else. It could be.
Well, it ain't gonna exactly be in Chicago because Chicago acting like Chicago, so it's gonna be in the suburbs where I ain't got no restrictions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Text me the name of the city and we'll put it in that city.
Okay. I'll get you that.
We'll put it over there. We'll put it in the warehouse
For the
district.
township.
Yeah, the warehouse district somewhere. That way it could be where Vince and Dom and the brothers and daddy go for fun.
Oh, goddamn.
Because I still gotta do that story.
And I just want to say it will be a discount for authors to come to be voyeurs unless you are in the lifestyle to come to the club so you can do your own research on certain topics, sexual pleasures, and anything else, or even hire an instructor to teach you about the everything. That is something I will be offering for authors only, not